103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves Soccer. Our OU Braves soccer coverage on KOFO and KOFO.com is being brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, Quality Structures, and by Arvest Bank, the Ottawa Herald, Advent Health Ottawa, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Brave Soccer on KOFO is also brought to you by Ottawa University, CarStar, Sutton's Jewelry, and Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Now let's go to the field and join KOFO's Luke Queen for OU Brave Soccer.
And good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Luke Queen with you here this afternoon. I'm at Advent Health Field here on the campus of Ottawa University as the Ottawa University Braves will host the University of St. Mary here in some KCAC soccer action this evening. Joining me in the booth this evening, Chris Hansen, another former Ottawa High School Cyclone soccer player and an Ottawa University Brave right alongside me here. So we are going to try and bring you the action and have a little fun with it tonight. Chris, thanks for coming in and joining with me tonight.
Appreciate it. It's awesome to be here, Luke. Definitely excited for this soccer match. Should be a good one as St. Mary's currently 1-4-2 on the season. Their last game they beat McPherson 2-1, which will be hopefully pretty good for the Braves, as McPherson definitely a big rival. And Ottawa University 2-3-1 on the season as they won on Monday against Sterling as they defeated them 3-0. It's definitely looking like it's going to be a good one. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think with Ottawa having a little bit of a break there, coming back and getting that big win, like you said, on Monday against Sterling, opening up KCAC play with a win. Always important to get up at the top of the table to start things out, and Ottawa did just that. Overtime victory, if I'm not mistaken, for St. Mary against McPherson, and we'll have to see, as McPherson's record might be a little bit skewed there, as they do the same thing. They come into KCAC play and go out and get a victory, hard-fought victory there against the Bulldogs of McPherson.
That's true, and something to consider here is McPherson also played Sterling, who Ottawa University played on Monday, and they defeated Sterling 2-1 in double overtime, whereas Ottawa won 3-0 in regulation. So it's definitely going to be a close game is what I would expect here. Definitely something to look at, as shots per game for St. Mary's has been about 11.3 on average and 5.574 on goal. And they've averaged about 4.67 saves per game. It's a decent amount of shots and a pretty good percentage of them on goal. And for Ottawa University, it's a little bit less, as they've got shots per game at 8, and then about just over 50% of them are on goal, and at about 9.57 saves per game. So definitely looking like their keeper has been a little bit more busy than St. Mary's, but hopefully that is not the case tonight.
Absolutely, and Ottawa, we'll see what they're going to bring out here as far as the formation here this evening, if they're going to go a little bit more defensive heavy to try and protect the goalkeeper and put a little bit more responsibility to create by the front line as they try to slow St. Mary's down, or if they will go with a more attacking style of play here, try and get out early on St. Mary's, get a lead, and then play with that, where that does expose your defense for a possibility of those counterattacks and for St. Mary's to get out with numbers pushing towards goal. But Ottawa will, coming off of that win, and as you said, a big win, a 3-0 win in a soccer match is a good, solid victory, especially to keep the clean sheet in goal. And so I expect Ottawa to really come out on the front foot this afternoon as they take on the University of St. Mary Spires. Well, we're going to take our first time out. We're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll see if we can't get you the starting lineups and get you ready for soccer action from here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. For Chris Hansen, I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Last year, there was very little flu during the COVID pandemic. This year's flu and COVID are both projected to be widespread, and fever is a leading sign of both. Accuracy matters when it comes to taking your temperature, so use the Exergen temporal scanner, whose accuracy has been proven in more than 100 published clinical studies. COVID vaccines alone may not fully protect you from the coronavirus. Exergen.com.
Exergen is changing the way the world takes temperature.
Have you received an email, call, or text about winning a sweepstakes you didn't enter? Don't fall victim to the latest scams. Hi, this is Shelby from Kansas State Bank, encouraging you to protect yourself against these unsolicited attempts to take your money. Contact your financial institution immediately to protect your account if you feel you've been targeted. A reminder from Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
This is Walt Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. Truth and integrity are very important to us at Dengel & Son. Everyone at the funeral home has the moral character to speak the truth. This is Dengel & Son setting the standard for funeral service.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
And welcome back here to Advent Health Field on the campus of Ottawa University. Luke Queen alongside Chris Hansen here for the Ottawa University Braves soccer. The women are going to get things started here this afternoon as they take on the University of St. Mary's Spires. The Braves going with a 4-3-3 formation. That'll be a goalkeeper and then 4 defenders in front of her, 3 in the midfield and 3 attacking players up front. J.C. Campbell starting in goal. It'll be Jacina Velez, Yvette Acevedo, in the back. Actually, let me take that back. It'll probably be Raina Werner, Katia Gordestari, Sydney Johnson, and Natalie Mertz. Emily Nielsen, Carolina Generwin, and Danae Evans in the midfield up front. Campbell, Acevedo, and Velez. So, as we were talking before the break there, we were talking about what kind of style formation that Ottawa might employ here this evening. And starting out in a 4-3-3, 4 defenders back in front of goal, so kind of protecting that, trying to create some space out wide for the attackers and see if they can get some movement and create some opportunities in the attacking third.
To me, the biggest question here is it's going to be the 3 midfielders to me. Depends on if they're going to be having those 2 defensive midfielders to play more defensive or if how much they will be able to push up and create opportunities. We saw in the last game last year when they played, when these 2 teams met, Ottawa won pretty lopsided as it was 4-0. And Evans back in that day had a hat trick against them. And Ottawa obviously found a lot of success. Hopefully it's the same story here tonight. And definitely a good soccer match. Hopefully Ottawa maintains possession. Something that I saw, I feel like, from last game against Sterling is Ottawa tended to shy away from taking chances with the left foot, which I feel like definitely could be very beneficial for Ottawa if they could try to find a few more left-footed shots. But if not, I mean, that's just a few less chances that they'll find, but hopefully they can take those.
All right, and Ottawa currently sitting in second place in the KCAC standings at 1-0 record. Obviously, no losses puts you up there near the top, so that's always a good place to start. Second in the NAI in shot percentage, as you said, 3.75 on goal there, 31st in the NAIA in goals scored, 34th in assists, and 34th in corners. 22nd matchup in this series between the Braves and the Spires. Ottawa leading the overall series 16-6-0. And as you were talking about in the spring, when these 2 teams were concluding their seasons after starting in the fall, playing again in the spring, it was Ottawa 4-0. Denia Evans there scoring a hat trick, Raina Warner an assist. Both players back in action here again, and both have been stalwarts on this team for the last few years.
It's a pretty good night to play soccer here as the weather is definitely really calm. Not a lot of wind, as you can see from the corner flags. They're completely just draped down. Field goals, all the flags on top just completely draped down. So not a lot of wind, shouldn't be a factor tonight. And also the weather, it feels pretty nice outside. Only thing is it's slightly humid.
Yeah, definitely a little bit humid out there, but you take it over 90 degrees any day for sure in this situation. As you know, you and I both know from playing so many years of soccer, the heat can be a big factor, and soccer, more as like football, most people think about, is that fall type weather, that a little bit cooler, even a little bit of a breeze. But tonight, just absolutely a wonderful evening to have a good soccer match, and we expect that between these two schools for sure.
And I bet that a lot of these two teams probably pretty excited about the weather, as from living in Kansas, how humid it is and how hot it is. Sometimes it can be in the 90s and really feel more like it's 110 outside. But tonight, definitely not the case. But definitely they'll be cracking some sweats with the humidity outside.
Absolutely. Starting lineup for Ottawa: Willow Good, J.C. Campbell, Justina Velez, Denai Evans, Emma Nielsen, Sydney Johnson, Yvette Acevedo, Katya Gardesteyer, Carolyn Jennerwin, Natalie Mertz, and Raina Werner. The starting 11 for the Ottawa University Braves. For the University of St. Mary in goal, it's Maya Pates, Morgan Young at defender, Megan McMillan at defender, Diane Rubio midfield. Up front, Katie St. Martin, Katia Ross. And we're going to take a quick 3-minute break as a playing of our national anthem. You're listening to Brave Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaging local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, and insights from nationwide businesses. Talk to Stephen Bradley, 785-242-4700, extension 108.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Thursday Night Football is only on NFL Network.
It's game time. Let's get it.
We're here for a battle between number one picks.
This guy, he's really something.
Trevor Lawrence makes his Jaguars primetime debut.
Fires, pass is caught.
But Joe Burrow and the Bengals are ready to steal the show.
And that is a touchdown.
Jaguars, Bengals, Week 4 starts here.
Wow, that kid can play.
Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 8, only on NFL Network.
Work out your stress and get back to feeling great at Planet Fitness. Join the judgment-free zone today for $10 a month and get tons of cardio and strength equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. With free fitness training and plenty of room to move, you can go at your own pace and get back to a routine that works for you, all for just $10 a month. Plus, check out the crowd meter in our free PF app for the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join any of our 2,000-plus locations today, in club, online, or on the app. See club for details.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And welcome back here to Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. Ottawa University Braves soccer here this evening. Luke Queen alongside Chris Hansen. Women taking the field here, the Ottawa University Braves and the University of St. Mary's Spires here in KCAC soccer. Ottawa University 2-3-1 on the season, 1-0 in the KCAC. St. Mary's 1-4-2 overall and a 1-2 record in KCAC play. So the Braves had a little bit of a break here, but now back into soccer action after a little bit of a COVID break. Ottawa playing it forward here, losing possession and putting some pressure. A good high press so far here from Ottawa real early, trying to push forward here with that just 3 up in the attacking third for the Braves.
And I think that's the tempo that you just want to start with. Definitely put some pressure on them early. Try to get that keeper tested pretty quick. And that'll definitely, hopefully, find some success for Ottawa University.
Absolutely a good, strong front press, especially when you're at home. Team on the road is going to be trying to play it just a little bit more safe, maybe not allow anything. You don't want the home team to kind of get going, a lot more often. There's parents, some students here a little bit, and could really get the place going if you can start putting some goals in the back of the net. Good ball played forward here from Ottawa University, but St. Mary's able to go over and usher this one out of bounds, and as kind of is the case on a regular basis, I still have yet to see how they do this, but the ball pops over the fence and onto Mulberry Street here east of us, and somehow it comes back by the time they need it again. Braves on the throw-in, pushing it forward here. A lot of defenders back, 5 back, with Braves only having a couple forward. Another ball out into Mulberry, but as I said, here's another one to play with as a ball comes in from down the sideline.
Sometimes you just don't consider how much of a luxury it is to have multiple of the balls. As both of those ones went over the fence, and luckily they've got multiple to play with.
Braves intercept near midfield, trying to turn it and get back going on the offensive, the front foot, but turning it over to St. Mary. Fires look like they're going to play a little bit of possession here and just try and counter when they have the opportunity. They're sending it out wide. Playing it here, Raina Werner along the left side. Has it knocked away immediately, but as it gets it right back, plays it forward. Braves working down towards the touch line. Now trying to get across, off deflected and taken away by the Spires. So again, you spoke earlier about how the Braves were a little bit too much maybe right foot heavy the last time, and so far the Braves have pushed it forward a couple times here down the left side, maybe trying to expose a little bit of that defense for St. Mary's. Maybe this is something that Coach Maya saw that he thought could take advantage of. Good move coming through there by Ottawa University, played towards the middle but intercepted. A good run there by Jacina Velez, splitting a couple defenders and creating a little bit of an opportunity, just unable to get the cross in to find anybody in the middle of the box. Ball at the top of the box. Opportunity here for the Braves. Bringing it down there is Denia Evans. Evans will play it off here to Nilsson. Now Nilsson back into space. And again, as we talked about, St. Mary's dropping a lot of defenders back trying to get behind the ball. There's about 20 yards of just open space when Ottawa University plays it back to the back line, and a lot of time to start to pick people out. When you've got a leg like Raina Werner does, that I've seen over the years, if you give her too much space, she'll start to pick people out inside the top of that box and really create some good chances for the Braves.
I think it's interesting, as earlier we talked about Denia Evans having a hat trick in the previous meeting, and so far she has looked pretty pesky, and it looks like St. Mary's is really struggling to keep her away from the ball, as she's had multiple interceptions already, some great touches in the middle, and then distributing it right back out to the outside. It just looks like they haven't been able to find any shots yet.
Still early on here, just over 4 minutes gone by here in the first. Again, the Braves are going to play it back. St. Mary's sitting and really not going to put a high pressure on the Braves back line. They're just going to try and keep the ball in front of them here, trying to slow down the tempo of the Braves. The Braves came out quickly, and so St. Mary's trying to slow it down. Now the Braves going to send it forward, but just a little bit too far out of the reach there along the right side, and intercepted once again by the Spires. Ball kind of pinging back and forth. No real possession here, as a couple errant passes intercepted. But again, St. Mary not pushing hard forward here, allowing the defensive backs there, the back line to really step up. Ball squirts free. Raina Warner steps in, intercepts it, gets it to Evans. Evans going to send a ball forward down towards the right side, trying to run on. It's a difficult situation there. They chip in, nobody on the backside, and the keeper for St. Mary's will pick it up with ease. Maya Pletz, name and I recognize from last spring, also a part of the St. Mary's women's flag football team. It was a fun spring sport to watch last year, and congratulations to them on their national championship. Extra special there. Nice job by Trapansky. A little late. The initial starting lineup we had Willa Good listed in as the goalkeeper, but Trapansky actually got the start here back in goal for the Braves. Ball along the far sideline, out of bounds, will be a throw-in for Ottawa University. Braves trying to crack a defense that's just kind of sitting back and trying to make Ottawa find those cracks. And it takes a little while sometimes in soccer to really break down a defense that is just kind of set up to be behind you all the time and just try to limit your opportunities to score.
I will say, though, even though it looks like St. Mary's is definitely playing a lot more defensive than normal, it was just interesting just a few minutes ago as they finally got it down towards the goal. They actually got a little bit of a 3v2 in favor of St. Mary's, and luckily nothing came out of it there, but they definitely kind of went into transition pretty quick and had a pretty good counterattack. But luckily for Ottawa, nothing came of it.
Throw in here along the near side, near midfield. St. Mary's is Tanai Evans was in the midst of a double team there, and also having the sideline right alongside, tried to make a little flick over her head, unable to get good solid contact on that with the pressure behind and a little bit of contact. Very difficult to always control. Ball knocked away up top by Campbell. St. Mary's will have to play it back through goal. Braves again coming with a little bit of pressure up top, trying to force some difficult passes, some early passes from St. Mary's that sometimes are a little bit harder to control. All sent forward by St. Mary's. The Braves able to recover, get back defensively. All played forward, missed touch there. St. Mary's will intercept and send it out wide. And out of bounds, last touch by Ottawa University. Pressure there by Jacina Velez. This time last touch by St. Mary's, so ball back over to Ottawa University. Just over 8 minutes gone here in the first half. Nothing the score, no shots to speak of yet, but everything so far has been in the middle third of the field, basically between the 18-yard boxes. Now a long ball and a sprint free along the left side, kind of a 2v1 situation here. Stepping in, poking it through is St. Mary's, but no trouble there for Trapansky. We'll have to see if they count that as a shot on goal or not, but it seemed more of a deflection that just ended up heading in the direction. Trapansky, no trouble with it whatsoever.
Right, for sure. And something interesting about this game so far, I know it is early on, but it definitely seems like both teams playing more technical than physical. There's not been a lot of contact so far, no fouls, but it is early. So
the intensity of a match like this, a 90-minute match, usually early on, you might not see as much physicality, but later on when that goal becomes needed a little bit more, quite possibly, a little bit of intensity ratchets up and maybe a little bit more contact. You might hear a few more whistles. So far, it's just been each team trying to break down the other. Braves with a little bit of space as they cross midfield, trying to send it forward there, looking for the run of Velez, but it was intercepted by St. Mary. Braves come and able to take it right back. Evans with it. She's going to play it out left side. Raina Warner blows past the first defender. Warner has played a little bit up front, started out as a defender, as a freshman, all-conference defender as a freshman, has moved around, been up front, has scored some goals, has assisted on many others, and now back in more of a defensive role this year. But we know when Raina gets on that run out there, she can definitely push forward and create.
And talking about Raina, I feel like there's something interesting. When you watch her play, I always feel like she has this little like pizzazz to her game. She always is very technical with the ball, always finding those really short passes, checking her shoulders. She just seems to have very good vision of the field and is always able to find those small passes.
Absolutely great with controlling. The game doesn't go too fast for her, that's for sure. She always finds a teammate. She's always in good possession with the ball. Again, as we see right here, as they work through her now, Ottawa will get the switch, and those little short passes here create a lot of space for Ottawa to get the ball forward. Battle for it. Just outside the 18 on the near side. St. Mary's will win that as they clear it away. We'll see if the Spires can try and push it up the sideline. Ball just rolling along the sideline, finally rolls out of bounds. Nobody able to chase that down, and it will go out of bounds for an Ottawa throw in front of the Braves home bench.
Ottawa University so far doing a really good job of really not taking too many touches unless necessary. They'll take their space when they need it, but other than that, finding just one or two touches to find a pass. And other than that, it seems like the only thing that I feel like could do a little bit better on is they're playing a few long balls that just end up being way too long or not really an opening. And it feels like maybe they're just getting a little bit too ambitious.
Yeah, and not putting it out into maybe the space along the wings as more directed towards, the 6-yard box, the goal mouth, where the keeper or the central defenders are at, instead of trying to expand it and push it out wide to where they have to move out to cover you and leave some space available out in front of the goal.
It would seem that Ottawa, for most of the game, has so far favored the long ball towards the right side of the field. As most of them have headed that direction. And kind of a problem with that is usually you want to play a diagonal through ball. And most of the balls that they're playing to the right side already come from the right side. And it makes it a lot harder to really be able to place a good ball that lands right in stride with your teammate.
Ottawa with the corner kick, nodded away, flip back into the mix there. Ball up in the air. Now we've got a whistle on our first foul, and there's, what we talked about. There's an opportunity in that attacking third inside the 18, a ball up, 50-50 ball, and St. Mary's wins it in the air. Ottawa going for it, but kind of goes through the defender, and the whistle in the first foul of the ball game goes against Ottawa 13 minutes in. Long ball played forward here. Nobody really running on for St. Mary. Unfortunately, this just has to roll itself out, and it's about 35 yards beyond anybody. So it'll be a throw in here for the Braves as the defenders will have to track back to make this throw. Raina Werner to take it here for OU. St. Mary also kind of trying to hug this right side. Seems like that is where they feel their strength is offensively. The best chance they created, however, was down the left side, but maybe Ottawa pushing them a little bit this way. Intercepted by the Braves. Going to play it back through the back line. Now a switch from left to right, and a little bit too ambitious there, or just a little bit too strong of a pass, and we'll roll out for the St. Mary's throw. So early on here, Ottawa, it will be called a shot and a shot on goal. They're on that deflection earlier that we were curious about, so a save. A little bit of a run here for St. Mary's, deflected by Ottawa. It'll go back into the hands of Trapansky.
Something interesting that I've noticed so far throughout this game is when Ottawa's in the defensive third, they are not afraid to just restart the ball and send it back to their center back and work it around the sides. And I think that's fantastic. Definitely a lot of coaches like to see it because you shouldn't get a little too excited with the ball and try to force it up the middle. Now, up in the attacking third, it seems like it's a different story. Ottawa definitely trying to work it through more than back and kind of being a little bit too ambitious and not just kind of playing it patient.
And trying to create that press, when you're going forward, put the pressure on the defense. And A little bit of an opportunity here for St. Mary's. Going to pull the trigger on a shot. It's going to go wide, and Trapansky put a little bit of a hand to that, maybe just to be 100% sure. It looked like it was going to be a little bit wide of that left post, but anyway, St. Mary will have their first corner of the match here, so Ottawa will send some defenders back. St. Mary, again, not pushing numbers forward here too early. Ball up in the middle of the box, nodded away, and looks like Ottawa will be able to clear this one away. Get it out of harm's way momentarily. Ball played to the middle, intercepted there by the Braves. Evans going to throw it over here along the near side to Velez. Velez trying to outrun her defender, now has a little bit of an angle as she pushes it inside the box. She'll pull the trigger on the shot, and a good save there by Pates. But it was an excellent move there by Velez to cut that angle down on the defender, who at that point was either going to be in a position to foul or kind of had to let her go. And when you're that close to the box, had to let her go, able to get the shot off, but unfortunately right into the arms of the goalkeeper.
And something I want to point out is, I mean, it was fantastic cutting to get into the inside there, but the shot itself, a lot of people don't realize that it's actually really tough for a keeper to save those ones that are down low. You got to get your body down on the ground and get your hands on the ball, and that can sometimes be tougher than trying to get those ones that are up top, especially when you're that close.
And Velez did a nice job of keeping it down there, and the part of the reason why you also want to shoot it down there is that tough job for the keeper is to control that, because a lot of times, sometimes they just spill that out, and then it's right in front of the mouth of goal, and if you have the attack pushing forward, it could fall to the right foot, and it's real easy to put it into the back of the net.
Exactly, and things like that, that's what a striker loves to see. It's like it's given to him on a silver platter.
Absolutely, and it's a fun thing to do, is to score a goal, and every striker just that's why they get up in the morning, is to basically put the ball in the back of the net. Ottawa trying to play it forward, goes over the touchline, and now to play for a goal kick. St. Mary going to play it short here. Just dribble it out long. The high press from Ottawa backs off just a little bit there on the goal kick. Ball sent forward. Braves will intercept. Ball flicked on high up into the air over here to Coach Maya, who shows off a little bit of technical skill himself there with an excellent trap on the near sideline. Battle for it in the midfield. Whistle and a foul. There's going to be a grab there by St. Mary's, so the ball will go to Ottawa University here on the restart. Raina Warner surveys her options out there. Is St. Mary going to drop back just a little bit here, as they want to have enough defenders behind the ball once again, try and mark up. Looks to be about a man-to-man marking system here. Little mistouch there by Evans, and quickly the other way. St. Mary trying to get out on a break. Nice job defending here by Ottawa to get back. Good job. And a whistle. It's going to go out for a corner kick, but a great job of defending there, standing the player up and forcing it into a tough situation. Sydney Johnson was basically one-on-one between her and the goal with the offensive attack there for St. Mary's, and able to force it into a corner. Spires send it into the mix. All knotted down out towards the top of the 18. Long strike on the way, and this one is going to be wide to the left. A good strike from distance there. I think Trapansky had it covered. That time reading the post, realizing it was away, and dropped her hands down, let that go out for a goal kick.
And it was good vision from the goalkeeper, as oftentimes in those situations in corners, there's so many people in the box that it's really tough to see. And some of those shots that just come right back in, it is tough as a goalkeeper to be able to find those shots and track them down.
Nice touch by Velez to get by the first defender, but a second touch was a little bit too heavy. And St. Mary's central back comes over and knocks that away. Now battle in the midfield. Ottawa able to take it back. Good play there by J.C. Campbell. So have it knocked away out of bounds for an OU throw.
I know earlier we had talked about the game not being super physical thus far, but definitely in the last few minutes you've been seeing a little bit more hands on shoulders, kind of roughing each other up. But the ref obviously doing a good job of calling that stuff. I mean, now 2 fouls, and both not anything crazy, but
Crossing pass into the center. Velez gets ahead to it. No good. And now the next one, the flag comes up on the far side, and it's going to be an offside call here against Ottawa University. Great ball sent in from the far side. Velez, nice job again. As we talked about earlier, she tried to get that header down to make it very difficult, bounding up off the turf. Goalkeeper able to make a save. And then the Braves found themselves in an offside position on the far post. But a good opportunity there from Ottawa University, and now starting to crack into that St. Mary defense to create these opportunities. As Ottawa now 2 shots, both of them on goal, but both of them have been saved so far. Another whistle and a foul here at midfield. Going to give Ottawa an opportunity to kind of push forward just a little bit. Sending it up and seeing if they can get one into the mix. Well, struck forward, and the ball is knotted on by St. Mary and out for the corner, but a good strike there forward from Sydney Johnson to send it into the 18 and create that opportunity where St. Mary's needed to just nod that out to the side. Substitution coming in here for the Braves. Natalie Mertz will check off, and I believe you see there, it looked like number 2, centering pass coming in to the back post, and a little bit of a heavy touch there. The ball knocked away. It'll be a throw-in out for the Braves. Just under 24 minutes remaining here in the first half. Still 0-0 our score. Few shots on goal by each team. Few saves made by the keeper. Braves pressing forward once again. Having an opportunity here. Player goes down in the box. No whistle. The Braves will play on. Braves player trying to get back to her feet. Maybe took a shot there right to the ankle. Ball played away by St. Mary's. Battle for it about 30 yards away from goal. And St. Mary's with a little bit of run down the left sideline. We'll slow it up here as it's a 2-on-4 situation. St. Mary's does a smart thing and backs this one out just a little bit. Is trying to press it forward against in those numbers situation, really probably not going to create much of an opportunity.
It's been interesting as Josie Goodpasture, who just came on the substitution, she's already had a lot of busy stuff happening around her, and she picked up the ball on the far side with a chance to shoot. Just had a little bit of a mistouch, and then after that having to have a little bit of a long defensive series as the person she was guarding had the ball for quite a bit. But luckily she did a good job jockeying with the defender.
Braves intercept, trying to send it forward here, creating some space for Jace Campbell, but it was just sent out to the left. She had kind of started her run to the right, so it is able to be tracked down by St. Mary. The Spires will send it back through goal and try and build once again through the back. So about 23 minutes gone here in the first half, 22 remaining. No score on the board so far between these two KCAC rivals. St. Mary coming down from Leavenworth. Again, Velez, another nice move initially to possibly get by her defender, nutmegging her with that one. But the defender did a nice job to recover and get back. And the ball goes out of bounds off of the foot of Velez.
It's been interesting as this game's progressed. We've seen a lot of Ottawa University fans start trickling in the stadium. As first, not a whole lot of them, but now about 20 more around there that have entered.
Absolutely, and we know here at Ottawa University, a lot of activities and a lot of people involved in a lot of things. And you can see lacrosse sticks coming in here. Some, whether it be basketball practices or volleyball practice, I mean, whatever it may be, there's a lot going on at the university's 5 o'clock kick. Might not be full when we get started, but there will be quite a few people here before the end of this match for sure.
Absolutely. And it's great to see that a lot of students just supporting their local team. Is it's always awesome as a home team to get a big crowd, and definitely you can feed off of that energy. And Ottawa University, sometimes students can get pretty loud, and that can be definitely a big factor for this game.
Absolutely. Getting St. Mary's with the throw in here, trying to play it forward, battle for it in the midfield area on St. Mary's half of the field. Now, good job to recover there by Raina Werner. Raina going to step up. She'll intercept here, taking it away. She's going to push forward as she goes past the defender again. And as we talked about earlier, Raina Werner has this ability from her left back position to push up and create opportunities. Braves playing it through, but St. Mary's able to get over, clear it away. Chested down. Battle for it in the midfield, won by St. Mary. Now intercepted by the Braves. It's looked like that St. Mary, a striker right there, was standing in an offside position when that ball was played, ended up being able to play it, get an advantage moving forward, out of bounds for a St. Mary throw. So maybe quite possibly a missed call right here, which could have turned it into an offensive attack set up for Ottawa University, is now a throw-in in the attacking third of the field for the Spires.
It definitely appeared like it should have been an offside call, and it's definitely a lot easier to see usually on these football fields as there's lines everywhere, kind of giving a clear line of who's in front of who, and looks like St. Mary got away with one.
Absolutely. Another throw-in coming up here. Ashby Owen has just checked into the ball game here for the Braves. Ball intercepted by the Braves. Play forward here. Campbell, she's going to send it over to Velez. Velez with a lot of space. One defender with her. Defenders chasing behind. Velez trying to play it through on the far side and just able to get a toe to it and intercept it momentarily. Denai Evans has it. She's going to try to pull the trigger from distance. Didn't get really a good strike on that one, and it'll be an easy save for Plitz.
And I think Denai Evans kind of a little ambitious with that shot, as she had Campbell to her left, who was pretty open. And, I mean, if she finds a pass to her, she definitely has a pretty open left-footed shot, or maybe even cut it in and find another right foot like she did earlier.
Intercepted by St. Mary. The Spires, again, trying to gain possession here, work it forward. Will send it down the right sideline, or far sideline, I guess, the left sideline for the Spires. And the Braves intercept. Poor pass into the center. And a missed touch there, a heavy touch by St. Mary, almost intercepted by the Braves. The Spires come away with it and go back on the attack. Ball played through. A nice job, Trapansky, to come out for that. As that time, it didn't appear when the ball was played that the attacker was in an offside position, just running free on a good run, but the ball just a little bit too ambitious.
And if you're St. Mary, that is exactly what you want right there. That was a perfect run, right in stride with the defender, right as the ball was passed. Could not have been a perfect run, just the ball was a little bit heavy. And luckily for Ottawa, covered by the keeper.
Braves intercept, sending it forward here. Ball played over near Velez along the left sideline, will be ushered out of bounds by St. Mary's. So now a throw in back in the attacking third for Ottawa University. 17-10 remaining here in the first half. Jocelyn Contreras, the right back, has had her hands full here in the first half with Jacina Velez. Warner gets it to the feet of Campbell. Campbell with the defender on her back will give it back to Werner. Raina has a look at it, takes a deflection. Keeper comes out to smother it down, but that's an opportunity there. Raina Werner with the strong leg. She can pull the trigger from there, and she can make a, finish from that angle. It's a tight angle here. Maybe best to go back post, but you had a lot of congestion towards the middle. She saw that near post, and she went for it. A good strike.
It's good to see Ottawa pulling the trigger here. You're not going to get any goals with any shots, obviously. And Warner pulled the trigger. She saw a chance from outside the 18, and she took it. And you like to see it. It was a strong strike, deflected by the defender. It was good play by St. Mary to get it covered.
Absolutely. Great job by the keeper. And, you see the strike, and you kind of can get yourself balanced up for where you see it coming to. And then all of a sudden it takes a deflection, and those minimal deflections can end up in the back of the net sometimes. I think that one was going to be a little bit wide. Plates probably did a better job of just keeping it in play instead of giving Ottawa University a corner kick to get possession for St. Mary. But it was a good job by both the defender and by the goalkeeper in that situation.
Right you are, Luke. You for sure would rather get either a punt or a throw out rather than having the other team with a prime opportunity on a corner.
St. Mary's throw in at midfield. Try to play it forward, deflected out of bounds once again by Ottawa University. So just about a half hour gone by in this 90-minute match. Still no score on the board here at Ottawa University. 4 shots for the Braves, all on goal, no goals to show for it. 3 shots all on goal for St. Mary's and no goals to show for it. Ottawa trying to play a little 1-2, good defending there, but the ball finds the feet of Raina Werner. Werner going to try and send it forward here, but it's deflected down. Unable to get much height on that pass. I think she was trying to flip that one a little bit more in the air, just kind of dragged her foot here on the turf at Advent Health Field. Ball played forward, well defended by the Braves, sent straight back down, kind of back and forth, a little bit of more ping pong right now. St. Mary's trying to possess, taken away there by Owen. She'll send it out to Velez along the left side. Velez centering ball towards the right part of the box. Keeper coming well off of her line, but goes out to chase that down inside the 18. That could be a scary moment there, as that left that goal exposed. If OU was able to chase that down, all you have to do is cut it back, and hopefully somebody is trailing on that play. Stick one in the back of the net pretty easily there. Got a whistle and a foul here against Ottawa University. A lot of contact over on that far side. Looked like initiated by St. Mary, but the foul will go against Ottawa University. It was actually out for a throw-in. Okay. Saw the center official point one direction, and I thought he was calling a foul prior to the ball going out of bounds.
It's definitely hard to know on those ends because usually, it's the same motion for a referee. They're going to signal the exact same direction as if it was a foul or if it was out of bounds. And he also whistled, which usually if you whistle, that means it's a foul. If it goes out of bounds, you don't whistle at all.
Stormy Garcia checking in here for the Braves. She's going to replace J.C. Campbell up front here for the last 13 minutes and change of the first half. So a couple substitutions so far used by the Braves. Garcia chasing a little bit, applying some token high pressure there. St. Mary's trying to play it back, then play it forward here. Got a good run down the left sideline. Left wing able to bring it down, play it back. Ball centered into the middle there, deflected, but easily picked up there by Trapansky. So really nothing scary about that moment. The defender was in a great position. The ball just with a little bit of spin, a little bit on the turf. The spin is just different than what it is on natural grass, and that just took kind of a turf spin bounce.
It's kind of interesting as the ball kind of bounced in the box there. St. Mary didn't look persistent at all to try to get that. They might have had a chance if they had have really attacked the goal right as it kind of deflected around, but instead they just all the strikers laid off and let Ottawa University just pick the ball up pretty easily.
Yeah, nobody making a run in that situation. Ottawa went the other direction. Acevedo chased down and has the ball knocked away. Ottawa earns another corner kick here. Ball sent into the mix, back post, nodded away. Ottawa will bring it down and have a rip from deep, but it's just a little bit too much, and it's actually going to take a slight deflection. Again, from where we're at, it's tough to, you almost kind of have to hear those every once in a while. The official down in a great position, immediately pointing to the corner flag as it took the deflection. That was good pasture with the trying to take that shot from that angle at the 18 and earning Ottawa back-to-back corners here. Josie will send this one in. Braves trying to go up, nice header away there by St. Mary. And the Spires trying to come out here on a little bit of a break. Pressure here by the Braves, sent forward, but nobody from St. Mary is going to chase that down, and it'll go out of bounds. No harm there, and the throw-in will go back to Ottawa University.
It's been pretty interesting to see Ottawa University's corners. They've been really, really well placed. As all coaches say, you want it about 6 yards outside of the 6-yard box, somewhere in there. It's called the second six is what most coaches call it. And every single time Ottawa University has been able to place it there, it's just been good defense from St. Mary's to be able to head them out.
Yeah, Ottawa kind of using, a good frame of reference for maybe some non-soccer fans or people that are just casual fans. The penalty area is what you're kind of aiming at there. The 6-yard box is the initial and then you've got the penalty spot out there 12 yards out inside the 18, and that's the area there because it takes the keeper out of the ability to really come out and really grab that, punch it away, and usually there's a good mix of people where deflections can fall into the good spot. Free kick opportunity here for St. Mary's, sending it forward. Ottawa gets a foot to it, and it clears it out into space. Now they're just going to play it out, as really nowhere to go with that one was Grace Sanford. She, sorry about that, but, played out by Ottawa University. Throwing into the mix, and OU will try to send this away. St. Mary, a little bit of pressure here once again, but the Braves really have no difficulties handling it. Now able to get a little bit of possession and sending it forward here, looking for the run of Stormy Garcia. Garcia putting that pressure on the back line and making these passes in a little bit nervy situation for St. Mary's.
Earlier, when Ottawa University knocked it out for a pretty dangerous throw-in in their own defensive third, it was honestly a pretty decent play because, coaches tell their players, when in doubt, kick it out. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is they're going to get a throw-in. Yes, it does turn over the ball, but it's better than turning it over in play where they can just have it to just dribble around in your defensive third.
Absolutely, and the other option in that, where they were in that situation, is to turn it back. You're in that attacking third just at the corner of the 18-yard box, and there's nothing but danger and opportunity as you put it through the goal mouth. So to send it outside 25 yards away from goal and allow your defense to get reset, usually you can cover that without any problems.
Exactly. You never want to send it through the middle in your defensive third. It's absolutely dangerous. And, it might even get you a spot on the bench.
Ottawa trying to send it forward there for Velez once again, but again intercepted by St. Mary's as Spires will turn it around, going to try and go down the right side here. Pass forward, intercepted by Raina Werner. Raina knowing how the lay of the land works here. Again, that ball spun on the turf. That ball, on natural grass, sometimes that will continue to roll. Here on the turf, it definitely spins up and stays, kind of stalls out. Ottawa throwing it forward here. Garcia trying to run on, but she will not be able to catch up to this one as it will go out for a goal kick. A good look there, just a little bit too ambitious. And another opportunity just slightly missed by the Braves. It's not a big miss. Garcia, and a good job by the defender in that way, as she kind of had bodied up Garcia on that run and didn't allow her to take that direct angle in towards the goal, which might have intercepted that as she was attacking the goal, kind of pushed her out wide, and that ball was able to run through and out of bounds.
And something that I want to point out, Luke, is, on that last possession that Ottawa had, it all started from Warner, right in the back. She did a great job of her one-on-one situation there. She's had her way all evening as she is just drops shoulders into people, plays physical, and then gets around them. She has really quick cuts, and she's able to possess the ball.
Ottawa loses possession momentarily, gets it back forward here. Owens going to pass it over Stormy Garcia. Ball into the middle, kind of bounding around, placed over, shot off the crossbar, and then the deflection goes back and finds the hands of the keeper.
And right there, St. Mary's keeper definitely had a heart attack. Multiple shots just kept coming in, and then obviously the one off the woodwork. All of those good opportunities for Ottawa. It's great to see him shooting.
Nice little touch pass here. Braves another opportunity shot, and there is the Ottawa University goal. First one of the match here in the 38th minute. Ottawa University will get on the score sheet on a great little back heel flick by the Braves, and Ashley Owen placing it to the right-hand side on the low side there of the keeper and putting the Braves on top 1-0. 6:24 remaining here in the first half.
It was a great give and go by Ottawa, and now what you look for is let's see if they can keep this energy up and maybe find another goal before the half's over.
Absolutely. It's usually the biggest opportunity to concede a goal is right after you've scored one. So Ottawa needs to keep that pressure and that mindset that we've got to stop St. Mary's right now, kind of make them make a lot of passes and continue to put that pressure on them, knock the ball away from them, and not give them a quick opportunity to come right back. St. Mary's will push it forward. It's going to roll across the touchline for a goal kick. So Ottawa can kind of take a little breather here and now prepare themselves to go back on the offensive attack. And that's really exactly what you'd want for Ottawa right after getting that goal. St. Mary's tried to push forward, nobody making the run, and you just give the ball away.
I think what sometimes you see is, obviously it's almost the end of the half, only about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half. Sometimes you see when a team is down 1-0, they get really desperate. They're getting really ambitious. And St. Mary all of a sudden really attacking, but they're kind of just forcing the ball. You really just want to ping it around, try to not make any mistakes, keep the tempo what you already had it. And then, if you don't get any goals, that's all right, because if you're St. Mary's, you kind of just want to get to the half and try to figure out how you can tactically break down Ottawa for the next half.
Absolutely. If you go into halftime just trailing by 1, as Ottawa has the lead, turnover here into a dangerous situation as the pass was behind Werner, stepping up and helping out. Good job there. Centering pass is coming in, but the goalkeeper there, Trapansky for Ottawa University, kind of knocks it down there a little bit. Nervy there for a second. Want to grab that one out of the air and bring it in, but the ball came down and St. Mary was attacking, but Trapansky hangs on and will punt it away.
That ball definitely looked like it was meant to be a little bit of a long ball as it went about a mile high, but Trapansky, she did drop the ball, but one thing that was good is, she had her hands up in a little bit of a triangle with her, forming a little bit of a triangle with her pointer fingers and thumbs, which really just keeps the ball, if you drop it, it goes directly in front of you. And that's what you want to see out of your goalkeepers.
Velez here along the near side of a pass from Warner. She's working through a couple defenders. Now she's going to try to play a ball through, takes a deflection. It's going to roll towards the sideline. It'll be a throw-in a dangerous area here for the Braves, well into the attacking third, inside the 18. So an opportunity here maybe for a long throw with a flick into the middle, or Ottawa can possess, see if they can earn another corner, which they've been very dangerous on their corners the last couple minutes. Werner going to get it in here to Velez. Velez back to Werner. Werner going to move it out just a little bit. She's going to put a good centering pass in here to the far side. It drops down. Owen had it momentarily taken away. A deflection here on the clearance by St. Mary. They're going to get it cleared off the line, but back into the feet there of Ottawa University. Playing it forward once again, Owen. Her pass through takes a deflection. It's rolling towards the sideline. Running on over there, St. Mary able to keep it. Actually did not get to it before it went out of bounds. The linesman raised his flag prior to the ball being touched by St. Mary. I thought they had it before it got clear out of bounds, but a good throw-in opportunity once again here for the Braves.
That's a really good call by the referee, as, he's obviously in the perfect angle to do that. But, right there, obviously, it made a deflection off of Ottawa, and it appeared like it should have been a St. Mary's throw-in, but ref made a good call. He noted that the ball went out of bounds just before it touched Ottawa University.
St. Mary cleared it off the line on a high centering pass there from Werner. Now pushing forward into the offensive half of the field. Holding it up a little bit. Good patience shown by the St. Mary's midfield in this situation to allow the midfielders and the strikers to get forward and see if they can create some pressure here and see if they can get one. Just under 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And St. Mary gets a foot to it. Raina Werner doing a nice job shielding that ball there as it was kind of rolling into the corner and really nowhere she could go. The hope was to just let St. Mary's knock it out and let Ottawa take a goal kick or a throw-in. A goal kick coming out in this situation. A good play there by OU.
Shielding a really strategic move as really it gives the opposing team no chance to really make anything out of it. The only thing they can try to do is try to get around and knock the ball off of the defender, but obviously St. Mary was not able to do that. Instead, just went out for a goal kick.
And it's a very veteran move. As I said, early on in her career here at Ottawa University, Raina Werner, all KCAC as a freshman, kind of freshman of the year performer as a defender, has moved around, played up front, and again, using that veteran savvy there and just earning the goal kick basically by just knowing how to shield and when to use that move.
Right now, it feels like Ottawa University is just trying to get to the end of the half as nearly all their defensive mids are way pushed back. every single one of them. Kind of getting a little bit lackadaisical in the passing game. But, I mean, they're doing a good job defending. And it looks like that's just what they want to do, is just in the half 1-0.
Absolutely. And in this situation, you want to defend well. It has become a little bit more direct, playing the ball long than it was earlier. Now a little bit of possession here by the Braves, just as we start to talk about it that way. But that's usually the way it goes in radio. So welcome to that, Chris. And ball out to Werner here along the left side. She's going to try and play a nice little slip ball here at the feet of Velez, but a nice job to come out and make them play by Pletz. Goalkeeper came off her line, went down low, and got her hands on that ball. Taking a deflection here on the punt as the Braves won it initially, and a little bit of a run out here for St. Mary. Not much on that as they try to play it through. A good job once again. Raina Werner tracking back defensively to create some havoc there and limiting Kylie Wilson with that opportunity for St. Mary's. And we have reached the end of the first 45 minutes of play here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University, with the Ottawa University Braves on top of the St. Mary's Spires by the score of 1-0 at halftime. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the halftime statistics and get you ready for the second half of action from here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Wherever you and your vehicle go, you can trust your vehicle repairs to CarStar with our limited nationwide warranty on all qualifying repairs. Call CarStar Ottawa at 242-8916. CarStar, relax, we'll take it from here.
Supporting local teams helps bring local communities together, and that benefits everyone. That's why we're proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing compassionate care when you need it most. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Thursday Night Football is only on NFL Network.
It's game time, let's get it.
We're here for a battle between number one picks.
This guy, he's really something.
Trevor Lawrence makes his Jaguars primetime debut.
Fires, pass is caught.
But Joe Burrow and the Bengals are ready to steal the show.
And that is a touchdown.
Jaguars, Bengals, Week 4 starts here.
Wow, that kid can play.
Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 8, only on NFL Network.
Work out your stress and get back to feeling great at Planet Fitness. Join the judgment-free zone today for $10 a month and get tons of cardio and strength equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. With free fitness training and plenty of room to move, you can go at your own pace and get back to a routine that works for you, all for just $10 a month. Plus, check out the crowd meter in our free PF app for the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join any of our 2,000-plus locations today, in club, online, or on the app. See club for details.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank. Ready to help. Equal housing lender.
And welcome back here to Advent Health Field on the campus of Ottawa University. Luke Quinn alongside Chris Hansen here for Ottawa University Braves soccer. And the women here at halftime are up by a score of 1-0 over St. Mary. A goal there for Ottawa scored by I can't even say Ashley Owens now. It just slipped my mind there momentarily. But the Braves on top with that goal. And at a half, leading 1-0. And we were talking about it at the break. As Ottawa, it was kind of a slower first maybe 15, 20 minutes of that half where St. Mary was kind of defending more than anything else. They weren't applying much pressure. As the game opened up, Ottawa able to create a few more chances because early on, St. Mary's had a couple of the good chances early. And that might have been as Ottawa was pressuring and leaving a little bit more space. St. Mary's was leading 3-1 early on in this match, but at the halftime, Ottawa 8 shots, 5 on goal, able to find 1 into the back of the net. St. Mary's had 3 shots on goal in the first 11 minutes, ends the half with just 4 shots and all of them on goal, but unable to find the back of the net. And that's just kind of the way that the game has played out so far in this first half.
I think it's interesting is the last game when they were playing Sterling, Ottawa came out of the first half with 0 goals. It was 0-0 at halftime. They looked a little bit quiet as far as offensively. They couldn't seem to find the net. They couldn't find really any shots. But then the next half, they flooded in with 3 goals, which obviously in one half of soccer, that's quite a bit. I mean, a 3-0 win is very dominant, but let alone in just one half. And I'd love to see it if they could do it again here. I mean, they won 4-0 last time, and it's 1-0 right now. And, punch in 3 more. There's a nice result.
Absolutely. And especially, the way that soccer goes, you've played it for a long time as I did, and I've watched for many years as well and studied the game, is, that 1-goal lead is scary. A 2-goal lead, you start pushing forward a little bit more. So if Ottawa can get out and get a second goal early on in this second half, St. Mary's is going to have to throw numbers forward to try and create chances and really try and push things. Well, that creates space in the midfield and in the defensive third, where when Ottawa can get out, they can put a third and a fourth goal on once again. And that might be what Ottawa's going to talk about here at halftime, as Coach Maya is like, look, we've got to get out on the front foot early on in this half and see if we can get another one, get that second goal in that first 10, 15 minutes and really kind of open up this match and give them an opportunity to score even more.
It'll be interesting to see how Ottawa goes about this second half, as it's always good to get a little bit of an insurance goal, because a 2-0 lead obviously is much better than a 1-0 lead. Now, they do say, some people say it's more dangerous to have a lead by 2, because sometimes, if a team gets a goal, they build up that momentum. Now, I tend to disagree with that statement because, there's a lot more room for mistakes if you have 2 goals rather than 1.
Absolutely. And also when you have those 2 goals, yes, you can kind of, the tendency might be to kind of take your foot off the gas just a little bit, to maybe just take a half a step back, and suddenly you're not going at full speed when you need to be. And then you can give up that 1 goal. And like you said, that momentum shift, suddenly it's just a 1-goal game. And then everything, they're throwing everything forward, all those numbers pushing forward, looking for that equalizer. But I kind of lean towards your side a little bit more, is that you have that 2-goal cushion. That you can even maybe take a slight risk, on a ball out in the middle third of the field that could possibly lead to something. You take the risk out there knowing you have time to recover, and you have, trust your teammates to help you recover to that. So an early goal here in this second half would just be huge for Ottawa University.
In my opinion, I think that Ottawa definitely needs to come out with the same energy. You can't let the lead get in your head at all. You got to come out with the exact same energy that they had, especially at the very end of that half. And if they could knock in another goal, then yeah, maybe you put another defender back there and maybe park the bus, or you just keep the pressure up, because, they say a good offense is a good defense. If you always have the ball, the other team can't score.
Absolutely. And a kind of a little note on this, Ottawa made 4 substitutions in the first half. Ashby Owens, one of those substitutions. Also Stormy Garcia. Owens gets the goal. Garcia gets the assist there for Ottawa University. And it really could have been, if you were scoring it like you do in hockey, there could have been a couple assists there as the ball was played forward by Denia Evans, played up to the feet there of Garcia. Nice little back flick, and Owens running on and able to place that thing down in that bottom left corner, which is a very difficult save for a keeper to make. And so a good combination play there by Ottawa University to create that goal. But they've also had a couple other opportunities. I mean, Owens put one off the crossbar, and Ottawa able to get a couple shots in there that took some deflections, and just haven't found the back of the net when they've taken good shots, but they really have created good opportunities.
Throughout this game, I feel like, Ottawa, you said, with several substitutions, pretty much all the subs had a pretty good performance here, and I feel like Coach Maya has to be pretty happy with it. Josie Goodpasture, also their first sub, she came on, definitely looked like she had a few bad touches early, but then later on really showed her form as she had good defense throughout it, really jockeyed with the defender, which is super important. If you jockey with your defender, you kind of hold them and contain them, gets the rest of your team back on defense and ready to be set.
Absolutely. And, you've got good experience in this women's program here for Ottawa University, and they're kind of stepping up making those plays when necessary. And then absolutely the goal there in the 39th minute by Owens, giving Ottawa University the lead. You got to feel good at halftime to have that 1-0 lead and be ready to go at it once again in the second half.
It's nice, obviously, having the lead also, but definitely another good thing is, they're getting experience for other players that are sit on the bench maybe. And, if they could knock in a few more goals, maybe you get to put in some more players that don't play quite as often and just get them some more experience, because that is really important when it comes down to it, especially those freshmen and sophomores. They might not have really seen the field a whole lot, and the best way to improve is really just actually get in game play, because it is a lot harder to make a decision on the field when it matters a lot versus in practice when, everything's a simulation.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take another break here at halftime at Ottawa University's Advent Health Field, where the Ottawa University Braves lead over the University of St. Mary's Spires 1-0 here at half. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaging local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, and insights from nationwide businesses. Talk to Stephen Bradley, 785-242-4700, extension 108.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Want to learn a new language so it will actually stick? Try Babbel. Practice real-life conversations in the Babbel app.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Get personalized help in Babbel's live online classes.
Classes are limited to 6 people, so everyone can get the help they need.
Review words and phrases with fun games, or dive into the culture with short videos. Whatever your learning style, Babbel gives you the tools you need. Babbel. More ways to learn. Start learning a new language today at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Work out your stress and get back to feeling great at Planet Fitness. Join the judgment-free zone today for $10 a month and get tons of cardio and strength equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. With free fitness training and plenty of room to move, you can go at your own pace and get back to a routine that works for you, all for just $10 a month. Plus, check out the crowd meter in our free PF app for the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join any of our 2,000-plus locations today, in club, online, or on the app. See club for details.
And back here at Advent Health Field on the campus of Ottawa University, Luke Quinn alongside Chris Hansen. Halftime here at OU, and the Braves leading 1-0 over St. Mary. A goal there in the 39th minute by Ashby Owen for Ottawa University. The assist to Stormy Garcia. And we were talking during the break as we could really see Ottawa trying again to continue to press forward here going into this second half. They have the 1-goal lead, so obviously St. Mary going to come out looking for that equalizer in the second half. But if Ottawa can really get possession, get it pushed forward, really it's been a very strong on the left side for Ottawa University coming out of the back. Raina Werner up the sideline there to Justina Velez. They have really done a great job in tandem there, using those short passes into the middle to get it right back outside. Unfortunately, that's going to be on the far side away from us this second half. But, Ottawa was able to create some good opportunities in that situation. I'd expect maybe that they try to exploit that just a little bit more in this half. What do you think?
Yes, I would agree. And I feel like something interesting is, if you're St. Mary's here, how would you approach this game? For me personally, I think that they need to come out with a very similar tempo. Yes, maybe come up with a little bit more speed this half, but oftentimes I feel like teams, when they're down by a goal, can definitely get a little bit sloppy. Sometimes they, they look for too hard of passes. They cause a lot of turnovers and look for that long ball when sometimes, that's not needed. Sometimes you got to just, find a simple trail pass or for those of you viewers who maybe not played as much soccer, trail pass meaning a pass backwards or maybe a pass to the side. Also, I think they should St. Mary's really doesn't need to just change a whole lot as far as game plan, but just to continue to ping the ball around and try to possess, because Ottawa University so far dominated in possession.
Absolutely, and maybe St. Mary's might say, hey, we're doing a great job when we possess the ball to getting it forward. It's just that secondary option there, somebody in the midfield or one of the wings, it needs to finish the run and continue into the box to maybe create something on a ball that's centered in there, because a few passes that were centered in, there was nobody from St. Mary's on that attack. And so it was an easy pickup for the keeper for Ottawa University or the defenders to just settle it down and then restart from the back in the offense and try and push it forward. So we'll have to see if St. Mary's maybe throws somebody else forward, or at least the idea of when it comes, we need to push in that situation and, not on just go long and more direct all night long, but just definitely push forward.
St. Mary definitely seeming like they just aren't really crashing the goal after shots, or even when there's some deflections in the boxes every single time. Yeah, like you said, it's been easy for Ottawa. They've been just picking it back up. Now, I will say credits to Ottawa as they have been able to clog the middle really well every time St. Mary's had any sort of chance. So it's making it a little bit difficult, but you feel like St. Mary's now, especially down by one, will definitely try to correct that and try to crash the goal every chance that they get.
All right, we are set for action here in the second half. St. Mary will send the ball back. Ottawa going to give a little token pressure, but just kind of let St. Mary possess it in the back as they're going to try and work it forward along the right side. Pass too ambitious to begin with, and here we are on that left side. Raina Werner over there, we're going to throw it in here for the Braves. Good turn by Garcia. Trying centering it in there, looking for Owens. Intercepted momentarily. Now ball finds its way back to Owen. Owen's going to push it forward here for Garcia. Garcia, a couple defenders on her, will have it taken away and sent out of bounds on the far side, but a throw in already just 32 seconds into this second half. The Braves having a throw in down in their attacking third along the far side. This is again that opportunity, either throw it short and possess, or you can throw it for somebody's head and maybe get a flick in. Owen trying to make the turn, good defending there, and the ball cleared away into a lot of space. The Braves will chase it down and reset their offense once again here. I'll play forward. Evans will flick to the outside. Contested there by St. Mary's and taken away. Good defending that time by the Spires. Braves, a little bit of pressure here.
I think touching on that flick there by Evans just earlier is, she kind of is really deceiving with her body language. She looks the other way and then flicks it on. And it was a good flick. I mean, a little bit long and high, but still definitely a good play by Evans, and it's really cool to see.
St. Mary's getting a little pressure up here, but one-on-one defending. Ottawa University doing a good job in the back. Now they'll be able to save it, push it out for a throw-in in the attacking third as opposed to letting it going out for a corner here. So the Braves will have to drop back defensively. Braves leaving Garcia up front, kind of all alone out there. Throw down to the feet. St. Mary's coming away with it. Now we'll try across through. And again, as we talked about, nobody on that back post for St. Mary's. It was a good ball from the far side there, from right to left coming across. Nobody crashing on the back post. The ball just harmlessly rolls across the inline. And for St. Mary to get back in this game, they're going to have somebody crashing there. Ottawa had a defender in the area that was ready for that. The goalkeeper had it covered up as well, but you just don't want to give that opportunity away.
As a winger, that's really frustrating because, you can sometimes send a good ball in, but if nobody's on the other side of the post, it means nothing.
Little bit of mistouch here. Shot on the way and a good save there. And Trapansky will jump up and cover it. Nice job there by Trapansky, the goalkeeper for the Braves. Credit her with a save. I'm not sure if that was inside the post, just tough to see from our angle up here on the west side. But went out there, made sure that there was no chance it was going to go in. and then when the ball went to the ground, popped up quickly and then covered it up, not allowing a rebound.
I think it's interesting as you see now, St. Mary's definitely coming out with a lot more energy than they did in the first half. Because right now, I mean, they are down 1-0. They do need to find some answers and figure out how they can exploit Ottawa. But Ottawa so far doing a pretty good job of containing them, except for the one shot that they had. But for the most part, St. Mary's definitely coming out and looking a lot more dangerous than they did in the first half.
Yeah, their tempo is definitely higher than what it was to start the match. First 15 minutes of the first half, St. Mary was kind of sitting back. It was making sure Ottawa wasn't. And now we've got an opportunity for a breakaway here. St. Mary driving forward, and they're going to get the equalizer here. Will St. Mary kind of on a counterattack opportunity there, and then just the striker using the speed to create a little bit of space. Goalkeeper Trapansky did a nice job of coming out, but that low, firm shot is able to get in there. And the match is tied up here in the 49th minute. St. Mary gets the goal, and that is Katie St. Martin be credited with the goal there. Now Ottawa turns it over really quickly on the restart. St. Mary going to give it right back.
Right now, Ottawa University, on that goal, it started with a turnover in the middle. They keep passing it right up. In that middle third, they'll pass it right through the middle. And every time it just looks like there's not enough mustard on the ball to get to their target. Because every time it's been picked off, it's happened multiple times thus far. Right as they had another kickoff, it happened again. I feel like Ottawa University getting a little bit lackadaisical with some of their passes, as they definitely need to be looking to try to put a little bit more muster on those balls and try to get them to their targets and not make them very easily intercepted.
St. Mary's with it along the far side. We'll play it forward near midfield. Ottawa will knock it out of bounds for a throw-in here. So we're tied up here, 40 minutes remaining, just over 40 minutes remaining in regulation. 1 goal apiece here in conference. We go to golden goal and go to the overtime periods if necessary. Maybe we play 2 15s and a whistle and a foul here tangled up in the midfield. The foul will go against St. Mary's and give Ottawa University the possession here. Good pasture taken down in that situation. Sydney Johnson looks like she's going to come up, try and send this one again to the top of the box into the mix. Ashby Owens, good height in there, as well as Stormy Garcia going to send it that direction. And too much on that one and too direct, as Plates will come out and pick that one up without any issue for the Spires. Pull it out to her left back, laid it forward. St. Mary's trying to maintain possession here along the near side. Going to send it down this near sideline. Running on is the Spires. Centering ball in, and Trapansky will handle that without much pressure, but St. Mary's that time did have somebody crashing in that area, so if Trapansky's unable to secure that in the air, got somebody there with an opportunity for a rebound. Now a little bit of less pressure as Ottawa will play it back to Trapansky at her feet. Nice move out of the back here by the Braves. A little bit of space. They're going to play it forward to Garcia. Garcia out wide to Evans. Now going to try and switch the field. She's going to get it over the defender's head to Herrera. Herrera will drop it back off once again. Braves maintaining possession here in their attacking half. Able to split out of the double team there is Nilsson. Nilsson will play it out to Werner. Werner going to get it on the right foot, send one into the mix, and Owens just misdirects it off of her foot. She was in the right spot, was doing exactly what she needed to do, try to place that ball into the left corner, just caught too much of it and played it out wide.
I kind of wonder if maybe that cross right there that just came in might have taken a little bit of a deflection off of the defender and made it a little bit difficult for the Braves to be able to really strike that on goal.
Acevedo checks in here for the Braves. Checking out is Herrera. Acevedo back into the ball game here for Ottawa University. The first substitution of the half here for the Braves. Just about 7 minutes in. That's tied at 1 goal apiece. Ottawa getting on the board in the 39th minute there in the first half and had a 1-goal lead. St. Mary's, Katie St. Martin in the 4th minute here in the second half, the 49th minute, getting the equalizer. A mishandle here by Ottawa University, taken away by St. Mary. Again, they're going to play it forward here, have the numbers that they like. Ball played in. Good Pasture going to just let this one roll into the arms of Trapansky. Nice job to read that and come up off of her line. Good Pasture had it covered up pretty well. But Trapansky, that's the right thing for the goalkeeper to do in that situation, is come out and pick that up.
I think it's been interesting is ever since St. Mary's got the equalizer goal, Ottawa's definitely had a different attitude. Suddenly they look a little bit more awake and, ready to play some soccer. They've definitely maintained possession a little bit more since, as, right before that, obviously, St. Mary's just was having their way. But now Ottawa University looking a lot more serious, looking a lot more awake and alert. Let's see if they can try to get a little bit of possession, maybe find some more chances.
Ottawa going to play it down the right side, looking for the run here of Garcia, covered up nicely by the defender, but getting into a difficult spot. Just going to have to, again, like you said, when in doubt, kick it out, and Ottawa's going to have a throw-in down in their attacking third in this situation. Nice job there by Garcia, putting pressure but not going into the defender, not creating a foul, and just letting them usher it out of bounds so Ottawa could get the throw and get numbers forward. Throw in, Garcia trying to bring it down. That was Acevedo trying to bring it down, cleared away by St. Mary. Ball coming down, now flicked up into the air, 50-50 ball here. St. Mary gets ahead to it. Braves actually will gain possession. Now they're going to go with a long ball in towards the mix. Ball is down and it's roaming free. We'll see who can get there. It'll be sent over towards the sideline. St. Mary able to chase it down in this situation. Try to play it forward. Now St. Mary will redo their possession into the back and pushing it down the right side. All sent forward into space. Nobody there. Sydney Johnson going to have able to bring this one down with ease and start to push it back forward for OU. Braves looking to possess a little bit here. Now trying to send it through on the run. Good ball here. See if they can get around it and keep it in play. Unable to are the Braves. Good run, just a little bit too far out in front of the run there of Acevedo. She tried to keep it in, but just unable to get there in time. But again, a good seeking ball in that situation, and let Acevedo run past her defender and see if she can get something back into the mix.
I want to see if the Braves could start sending some balls maybe down the left side of the field, as I feel like it's definitely they favored the right side a little bit more. I know it seems like oftentimes whenever they've had a long ball down there, they always have to cut it back and use the right foot to hit a little bit of an in-swinger in. But, maybe they should try to send it down there a few times and try that left foot out and see a little bit of a left foot out swinger and see if it works for him.
Ball out of bounds along the far side. Raina Werner to throw it in here for Ottawa University. Pass initially intercepted. The Braves able to keep it in play here, sending it forward, but St. Mary will come away with it. Shot deflected there, but Justina Velez, it went off of her outstretched arm for a handball. It wasn't intentional. She just was trying to throw her body in front of that to create a deflection, just got the arm. Sent forward by St. Mary. Long ball played down to the right corner. Good defending from Ottawa University. They'll clear it off the line up the sideline. Velez will take it there. Makes a move inside, trying to get past the defender. Able to create some space. Now tapping it forward into some space. We had a lot of contact. No whistle here. And they're going to say that the touch apparently by Velez was a little bit too heavy to garnish a foul there. But St. Mary's trying to switch the side of the field. It goes out of bounds, and Ottawa has a throw once again just outside their attacking third. Taking quickly here. Garcia bringing it down. She'll play it back to Johnson. Any Johnson thinking about going long, but she's just going to switch the point of attack, and nobody making the run there for Ottawa. Missing there Velez coming back to try and get it. There was a lot of space over there. It looked like Johnson was trying to entice somebody to make that run, but nobody just did. All up in the air. Velez gets ahead to it to win it, but St. Mary there to cover it up. All kind of pinging back and forth here. St. Mary will send it out of bounds. Ottawa University with a throw in. 32:15 remaining on the regulation clock here at Advent Health Field. Ottawa University and the University of St. Mary tied up 1 goal apiece here in this women's soccer match. Long ball sent forward. And again, it is stay away, and it will be tipped on. Again, it is St. Martin tipping it past the outstretched arms there of Trapansky. And that was just a mental breakdown more than anything. In this situation, I will say it appeared as though she might, I could not quite tell when the ball was played, if they were in an onside, offside position. But that situation, you just got to clear it out of the way if you're the central back for Ottawa University.
You know, as you can see, Sydney Johnson out now, right now, you know, she was kneeling down. She's pretty frustrated with herself after that. It did seem like she had the ball, and then all of a sudden it got stolen from her, and then obviously it became a one-on-one with the keeper. But I think, you know, if I was her in that situation, I feel like she's just got to, you know, I think she just didn't realize that there was a person as close as it seemed, and ended up St. Mary's picked up the ball and stole it from her and then got a goal off of it. But I think, you know, Sydney Jones, definitely, she's had a good game today. She's played well. She's just got to brush this off and then move on to the next play.
Absolutely. And in less than 14 minutes, Ottawa University's 1-0 halftime lead is now a 2-1 deficit here in the second half. We have 31:15 remaining, and the Braves find themselves now not only equal but down a goal as they had that 1-0 lead at half. And the other night it was Ottawa putting 3 goals in the second half to get that 3-0 win against Sterling. And so far here, St. Mary's 2 second half goals to not do erase a lead and take a lead. So the Braves are going to have to start pushing forward just a little bit more and see if they can't try and put another opportunity on goal. Only 1 shot in this second half for the Braves. Playing advantage in this situation is the Spires running forward. Ball sent into the middle out at the top of the box. They got a shot. Nice save there by the Braves defense. Keeper didn't even have to make a play on that one. Your defender nods it away. Now the Braves get it to Garcia. Garcia pressured there. Good turn in the middle. Create a little bit more space. Ottawa trying to run on. Garcia once again with a cut. Again, it is just 2 players up front. Garcia making moves. Nobody supporting right now for the Braves. Need to get a little bit more support in this situation. Acevedo trying to work against her defender. One-on-one here. Working it towards the corner. Centering pass here. Will take the deflection away by St. Mary. Ottawa trying to bring that down. Goodpasture will chase it down here for the Braves. No real pressure being applied to her. Gets it to the feet of Owen. Owen's making a turn here, cutting it back into the middle, pushing it through, and a poor touch out there at the top of the box. Ottawa will lose possession. So again, St. Mary now in the situation Ottawa found themselves in 15 minutes ago, leading by a goal and, you know, trying to get the result that they're after here. And in this situation, they are definitely wanting the victory. St. Mary still has some pressure forward. St. Martin coming down with it just outside the 18, tries to play one through, finds the feet of Evans. Evans trying to play it forward. A long ball, long pass to be sent on the turf in that situation. Ottawa will be able to win it back here. There's a lot of space in between the lines for Ottawa University. Going to play it forward here to Garcia. Garcia had it deflect off of her out of bounds. It'll be a St. Mary's throw in. Ottawa looking a little flat here right now, and in this situation, you're trailing by a goal. Still have just under a half an hour to play, but need to start creating some chances. Centering pass here. Takes a deflection coming down to the feet of Garcia. She'll play it back to Acevedo. Acevedo, another centering pass towards the near post. Ottawa unable to bring that one down. and cleared away by St. Mary.
If you're Ottawa here, obviously they find themselves down 2-1 at the moment. I feel like what they need to do most right now is just stop the momentum of St. Mary's. Obviously 2 goals this half, and they had the lead. Ottawa had the lead coming into this half, but now.
Good shot there from Owens from outside the 18, but a nice save by the keeper. She had that one covered up well, but that's an opportunity right there. And it's not a bad shot by Owens because it's on frame. And anytime right now you can get one on frame, you have a few numbers forward, that rebound shot is available there if the keeper doesn't come up with it. Another missed touch here by Ottawa is going to push it back towards St. Mary's direction. Braves able to recover. All kind of roaming free here. A lot of pressure being put up front here this time by St. Mary. So a little bit of the halftime adjustment St. Mary made as is putting that pressure forward. It's produced a couple goals and still a few nervy moments here for Ottawa as they need to get some numbers back. They can't throw everybody forward quite yet to get that goal because you still have quite a bit of soccer left to play. Just at 27 minutes remaining in this half. Ball goes out along the far side. Substitutions are going to come on here for St. Mary, and it looks like the goal scorer, St. Martin, will check out. We knew up front there, a little bit too far away for me to be able to tell.
Ottawa University right now with Evans currently out. Definitely, I feel like could be a little bit of a disadvantage. Obviously, she's a big playmaker for Ottawa University. It's good to get her rested, but I feel like Evans definitely always contributes a lot of good passes, a lot of good technical ability. And with her out right now, that might be a little bit hard to generate.
Yeah, definitely holds things down in the central midfield. Kind of a calming presence between that defense and front, getting turns and distributing the ball. Long shot taken here. Maybe a pass that was just too ambitious, but well wide of the target. Go out for a goal kick. So substitution for Ottawa University. Vasquez will check on here. She's going to replace Goodpasture.
Ultimately, I feel like the key to this game right now for Ottawa is to win the midfield. Right now, it seems like in the midfield, St. Mary's has had their ways thus far in this half, and they've been able to play some long balls. But Ottawa really needs to make sure that, if they don't have the possession in the midfield, that they're closing St. Mary's down.
Another shot here from St. Mary's is not only that, St. Mary's is going and attacking to get every 50-50 ball out there. Every free ball is, St. Mary's seems to be going at it a little bit harder, and that's going to create opportunities for them. Battle for it at the midfield. St. Mary's brings it down, but now taken away momentarily by Acevedo for Ottawa. Then we'll commit a foul here, and it's going to give St. Mary's a free kick in this situation. Acevedo, a little bit of a heavy touch there. St. Mary's in the position. Acevedo did definitely run into the back there of the St. Mary's player, knocking her down. So good call there by the official. It's, the foul was committed. Looks like St. Mary's going to try a long ball into the mix once again, top of the key, and knocked away by OU. But this one's going to roll out of bounds, and St. Mary's is going to have a chance here for a throw-in in a very dangerous territory.
These last few calls by the refs, obviously the Ottawa University fans getting a little bit rowdy, a little bit upset with them, but honestly, it seems like the refs are calling a pretty good game thus far.
They really are. It's been fair and even. Seems to be the correct thing, not letting it. The game just hasn't played itself to look like it's going to get out of hand by any stretch. And here's a shot from the left side, cross just too wide. Well struck there by St. Mary's. And that's just one of those that your keeper is going to have to make a terrific save. If that's inside the post, it could be in a dangerous situation, but it goes out for nothing more than a goal kick here. Braves going to make a substitution. J.C. Campbell's going to check back into the ballgame here. She's going to replace Stormy Garcia, and Campbell going to go up top. Her normal position there is that attacker. Garcia did a nice job. She came in, she assisted on that goal in the first half, but here the last 23-plus minutes, it's going to be Campbell up top for the Braves. Ball sent forward, a little bit too ambitious as it was trying to find a run there by Evans. And out of bounds, it'll be a throw in here along the near side for St. Mary's.
Something interesting is this half, it seems like Warner really hasn't seen a lot of touches on the ball. She's really, the ball's been on the other side of the field. She's not had a lot of opportunities, and last half she was a huge factor.
Absolutely. A lot of times in that first half, the Braves kind of were out here, over here towards our sideline, the west side of the field. This time now, as we speak of it, Warner has it, and she's actually expanding it out to that far side, trying to play it forward here to Velez. Velez trying to run on to keep her coming out, and we'll cover that up. Might have been able to let that one go, but with the speed of Jacina Velez, have to come out and make that play. Warner wins this, gets it to Owens. Owens going to try and play it forward, but defended well there by St. Mary's as they'll step in to intercept. Ottawa just not able to connect those little diagonal balls right now that will create good opportunities. No ball misplayed a couple times by St. Mary's. The spin here on the turf is St. Mary's is trying to gather that up. Raina Warner will bring it down on the far side, poke it forward there, but again, just a little bit too far out in front, but Owens able to win it back. Taken away here by St. Mary, and an opportunity here to push forward for the Spires. Braves defense is back, but now a ball played in and knocked away there by Sydney Johnson. Coming forward, Generalin up to Acevedo. Acevedo cuts into the middle, gets the ball to the feet of Owens. Owens slows it up there just a little bit. Now going to play it out to Velez. Velez coming back in towards her right foot, cuts back. Going to take the left-footed shot. It's deflected wide there to the left, but a good job there. Velez initially looked like she was trying to play it over to get a shot with her right foot, cut it back, took the shot with the left. It takes the deflection out, but it earns a corner for Ottawa University.
You think that, with how well Velez has played or how dangerous Velez has played, you think that she's going to be kind of due for a goal. It seems like it's only a matter of time before she could get one in.
Braves centering it in here to the near post, punched away initially. Brought down, ball played back in by Nielsen. It's down on the feet of the defender and then smothered there by Pletz. And that was very close there. A great strike by Nielsen to put that ball right back through the mix. It can find some feet, take a deflection, and find the back of the net. Lucky for St. Mary's in that situation. Pletz was right there and ready to cover that up.
I think one of the best things about that strike was it was a left-footed strike. It's good to see that Ottawa is not afraid to use it. It seemed like last game, obviously, that was their issue. I mean, yes, they won 3-0, but definitely felt like they could have had some more chances if they were taking them with their left foot. But right there, Braves do a good job. Find a shot on goal.
And this shot, keeper just lets it bound in front of her and then took a big hop, and Chapansky had to actually push that up over the top of the crossbar. Came down a little bit awkward here, and looks like going to require a stoppage of play here for the trainer to come out. So the trainer is coming out here to address an injured player. While we're doing that, we're going to take a 60-second timeout as the teams will jog over to their sidelines for this injury. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Today's diamonds were created millions of years ago, hundreds of miles underground, as a result of crushing pressure and immense heat. And they're beautiful. But the trend today isn't the age-old rock, it's the lab-grown diamond. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton from Sutton's Jewelry. We are now carrying many beautiful styles of the lab-grown diamond, and they're beautiful. Plus, they leave a smaller footprint on the environment. Lab-grown diamonds, affordable, sparkling, and ready for you to see at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. We appreciate the people of Franklin County. We serve some of the nicest folks you would ever want to meet. Thank you. We appreciate your patronage. This is Dangle & Son setting the standard for funeral service.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Back here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University, an injury timeout here. Trainer out onto the field as St. Mary will have a goal kick here. Anna Trapansky, the goalkeeper for Ottawa University, being tended to. Ball was played in, and it took a rather big hop. Trapansky in that kind of area where she wasn't sure if she should come out on it, let it come to her. When it hit the ground, took a big bounce there. She had to go backwards and punch that over the top of the crossbar, and she is kind of went down awkwardly. Braves still over along here along the near sideline, getting some instruction from the coaching staff. Trapansky is coming up, so there will be a substitution that has to be made here, and that will be Willow Good. It looks like who will be coming in goal here. Trapansky favoring that left leg quite a bit as she's walking. Might have awkwardly caught that knee when she came down. Hopefully for Trapansky, it's just a short-term issue here, but no more fun way to come in, bring a new goalkeeper in and say, okay, face off against the first corner kick right now. You're trailing 2-1 here with 19:37 remaining in regulation for the Braves, and Willow Good going to come on here and see if the Braves can stop this corner kick opportunity.
I think an interesting thing is on corner kicks, your goalkeeper is usually the one that's directing traffic for your team in there. And, Willow Good coming in here, not played a lot, and now she's just put into this situation just right now.
Absolutely. Freshman out of Lenexa, Kansas. Willow Good in goal now for Ottawa University. Centering passes in. Knotted away from real danger, kind of stopped down there again by St. Mary. They're going to try to put it right back into the mix, but nothing much on that one. And the flag came up, I believe, for an offside. Or no, it's a deflection there from off of Ottawa University, so they're going to go another corner kick. I thought the flag might have come up the way the official pointed at the far sideline. I thought we might not have caught a flag thrown up by the linesman, but St. Mary another corner kick opportunity here. Ball centered in. Again, knotted away. Big collision there in the box, but bodies go down. Everybody gets back up. Ball played forward. Flag stays down, but Ottawa will send it away here now with an opportunity for a little bit of a run. Ottawa trying to get control of the ball, will bring it down here along the near side. Pushing forward are the Braves. Now a nice turn to slow it back and played forward, but into the feet of St. Mary's. Ball rolling free. Ottawa going to try and chase it down. Turns it to the outside. Now we'll play it back to Johnson in the back, and Ottawa will try to build with a little bit of possession here. This is something that Ottawa hasn't done much here in the second half, is taking an opportunity to build a little bit of possession out of the back.
Only 18 minutes to go here for Ottawa University as they find themselves down 2-1. You'd think that they were going to start playing with a little bit more urgency.
St. Mary's intercepts, plays it forward here. Vasquez able to step through, but just kind of letting this one roll. She'll shield it off enough to let it go out of bounds, quickly throwing it in this situation, getting it to Velez. Velez kind of switched over here in this situation, has gone from the left to the right. Here, just after that, the ball was tried to send forward, hit Velez with a little bit of an extended arm. Again, not a, wasn't trying to do that, didn't throw it out there on purpose. It just happened to be out there at the time.
It wasn't a purposeful handball by any means. It is a little bit frustrating, but nevertheless a good call by the referee.
Ball sent into the mix. Willow Good will bring this one in. Didn't look in any panic whatsoever there. Nice job by the freshman. From our vantage point, looked like that was just nothing to her. Been here before. She'll punt it away, try to get good distance there. She'll put it out across midfield. Ottawa needs to put some pressure forward, see if they can steal one in this situation, as St. Mary will just boot it forward off of that pressure by the Braves. Raina Warner will bring it down. Warner into the middle. Nilsson unable to corral that one, so another turnover in a difficult spot here for the Braves. St. Mary trying to push forward. Nia Evans standing at midfield awaiting an opportunity to be subbed on. Ottawa University faithful here, proud of Willow Good coming in and doing the job right now. Again, standing over here on the sideline just a few minutes ago, and they pointed down to her and said, get your gear, it's time to go. Ottawa plays it forward left side, has a little bit of a run opportunity here. Acevedo with it on the left side, working against the defender, makes a move towards the center, trying to find the teammate there to get that to. Ball flicked on up in the air, now bounced away. Ottawa kind of not pushing forward in that situation at it. Raina Warner is going to let it go out of bounds as St. Mary's. That ball kind of spinning and then that awkward position there. Now we've got an opportunity here for the substitution. So Denai Evans going to check in. She's going to replace Ashby Owens, the goal scorer for the Braves. Owens with a good run there, about 45 minutes, maybe 50 from the time she subbed on in the first half to coming out now. But Evans, definitely a playmaker and a good constant player there in the midfield. You can rely on her good touch, bring it down, and distribute. Braves going to try and play out of the back here. Johnson with it. Again, Braves kind of holding possession. Looks like St. Mary's has kind of gone back into a little bit more of a defensive mindset here, as we've got just under 15 minutes remaining in this ball game. Now we've got a whistle and a handball. Ball kind of came up on the St. Mary's midfielder there. Arm was extended away. So now Raina Warner with an opportunity here to maybe center this one in. Good leg here. Raina just needs to keep her head down and center this ball in and see if Ottawa can get on the end of it. See if we can find the equalizer here with 14:20 remaining. Warner's pass into the middle. It's down on the ground, and it is punched in by Ottawa University. And the Braves have knotted this thing up at 2 with 14:11 remaining in regulation. And that was exactly what Ottawa needed. A good opportunity there. Raina Warner, good distributor of the ball and centering that ball in. The keeper came off of her line trying to cover that. Ball got to the floor and then just poking it in. And that's what Ottawa was looking for in that situation, and they got it.
And I think that now what's really interesting to see is, after the goal, the energy that's going to give Ottawa. They're definitely going to have a lot of momentum now coming out of that goal. And now they find themselves tied 2-2. Can they get another goal with the next 15 minutes left?
Ottawa definitely, you could tell that they were pressing for it in that situation. When that ball hit the back of the net, the entire bench stood up there. Everybody out on the field came together with a lot of excitement. They maybe get that momentum back on their side. They've got to make a stop right here as St. Mary's is pushing forward. Good coming out off her line, and she'll go down and cover that up. Nice job by Willow to come out off of her line. The defender had the attacker shielded, and Good came out, picked that up, and now Ottawa with another opportunity to maybe push forward here after a big punt by Good.
I feel like I just have to be impressed with Willow Good with how she's performed so far. She hasn't had to deal with a whole lot, but she has shown good composure in every single situation that she's had to deal with thus far.
Made good decisions. She hasn't thought about it. There's no indecision so far. She's only been in for about 7 minutes, but already has had to get her hands on the ball about 4 times. In every situation, you're trailing by 1, or when you're tied up in this situation, you got to be aggressive and know what you're going to do, and she's been committed to every act she's done.
As a goalkeeper, you cannot have any indecisiveness. You must be confident in every decision that you make. And, she showed confidence in that last play. She ran out. She didn't have any thought of stopping and maybe just staying back at the goal. But no, she just committed to running out and getting that ball, and she did.
Jennerwin is going to get credit for that goal for Ottawa University. I couldn't tell inside the mix who was there to get the toe on it, so I was waiting for it. It was Carolina Jennerwin that was able to get that poke into it. We've got a whistle here, and we're going to be shown a yellow card caution to St. Mary as for a little bit of time wasting there. The official, at this level of soccer, the official here can actually stop the clock. Unlike, what you see when you're watching a professional soccer match where it starts at 0 and works its way up. Here at the college level, starts at 45 and works its way down. The official stops play. Yellow card caution shown there for a little bit of time wasting. And sometimes, I'll be honest, I'd like to see that done a little bit more often at the professional level when I see it happen on a regular basis.
I think one thing interesting from Ottawa is right now the fans really getting into it, especially after the goal, and that could be huge.
Ball played forward, and again, the opportunity here shot, and I believe Good would have had that covered up as she had the near post, and it was out off of the side netting. So again, a close opportunity there. A good shot by St. Mary to push forward there. Again, the ball just kind of one of those goofy spins you can get on turf that are natural grass you don't really see. Misplayed, and quickly the other direction went St. Mary. Got a good strike on it, but it was outside the post.
Definitely a frightening play there from St. Mary's. Is definitely Ottawa's kind of caught on their heels, but nevertheless ended up going out, fortunately for Ottawa University, and now they've got the ball back.
Ottawa running, trying to press forward here. Defender gets over in time. Ottawa coming in, and it'll go out for a goal kick there. It looked like Ottawa was trying to maybe get a foot in on that, see if they could get a deflection off of the defender out of bounds, but it was last touched by Ottawa per the center official who was in the area. And so a goal kick coming away here. Just under 11 minutes remaining here in regulation. 2-2 the score. Pets will kick it away. St. Mary's trying to bring it down. Ball on the far side will go out of bounds. Throw in Ottawa University. This was near the spot where Raina Werner was when she centered that ball in. It was poked home by her teammates there. Jennerwin. See if Ottawa can build something in this area. Try to centering pass behind the intended target. Braves able to cover it up. Nilsson bringing it down now over to Evans and back over to Nilsson. Nilsson going to try and get it out along that left side. Nice move over there to get some space. Ottawa pressing forward, ball into the middle, and a deflection there. Looked like it might have caught a hand, but no whistle, no flag, and we play on. St. Mary's clears it out of the danger area right now, but it's back in possession of Ottawa University. So the Braves really on the front foot right here. See if they can keep pushing forward, create another goal-scoring opportunity. Got a whistle and a foul and a yellow card caution to be showed here, and that looked like just a couple people that got their feet tangled up, and one person goes down. No arms were extended. I didn't see any shoving. I'm not quite sure about that caution. If you want to call a foul, it might be a common foul, but I'm not sure, but the yellow card was necessary in that situation.
If I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit confusing. They gave Denia Evans the yellow card there, but, the three referees, there's three sets of fouls. There's careless, reckless, and excessive force. Reckless is usually what you get a yellow card on, and that did not look reckless at all. She didn't even look like she was facing the girl, but nevertheless, she has a yellow card. It's just unfortunate.
And to me, it looked like it was a congested area with the two of them both trying to play the ball. They got their feet tangled up. The ball kind of came free. They both made a move in a certain direction, and their feet came tangled up, and one went down. Now, if you want to call a common foul, I'm okay with that. It just did not seem, as you said, reckless in that situation to where it warranted a caution. But Ottawa pushed it forward. It went over the end line. It's going to go out for a goal kick here. St. Mary's will play it short. A little bit of pressure here from Campbell. Now Ottawa doesn't have that second line of pressure quite up as high. Pass into the middle, deflected initially by the Braves. They will take it away. Going to play it back. Good job to create some space, get the ball over to Sydney Johnson. Johnson misplays it momentarily. St. Mary's taking it away, trying to push forward. They're going to send it over to the right side, but nobody out there. The run was a little bit too tight in that area. It'll roll out of bounds, Ottawa University throw in here, and I believe Raina Werner would have had that covered up anyway. Substitutions coming on here. Natalie Mertz checking in. She's going to replace Nadine Vasquez back at the right back. Ball played over to Warner. She's got it at her feet. Plays it into Nilsson. Nilsson surveying. Now plays it back to the feet of Good. Willow plays it back out. We're going to go along the left side out to Raina Werner. Werner cuts it back inside, looking to switch it towards the middle. Nilsson has it there with a little bit of space. Plays it forward to Denia Evans. Evans has it knocked away, and St. Mary is going to try to go quickly the other way. A ball played through, and this is a one-on-one opportunity here. Shot on the way and deflected there, I believe. And a good job, Willow Good, coming up with the kick save to keep that one out. It's going to go for a St. Mary's corner. And the attacker there, and actually they're going to say it was not deflected. The linesman on the far side and pointed towards the corner, but the center official, who has, I guess, the discretion in that situation, he said there was no deflection, so the shot just goes wide. So a bullet dodged there by the Braves.
Maybe it's just a makeup call for the caution earlier. Who knows?
St. Mary's brings it down at the midfield stripe. Now they're going to try and play down the left side. Ball towards the corner being ran onto over there. See if they can keep it in. Centering pass going in. Good calling for it. She'll come out and collect. Again, the keeper taking charge there. The freshman doing a nice job filling in here. She's going to punt this one away. High into the air out towards midfield. St. Mary's, and we've got a push here and a foul against St. Mary's. Denia Evans was in the area. A little bit of an arm extended there. There wasn't much to it, maybe a little theatrics, but it earned the foul. Again, nothing reckless there, just a slight touch.
Definitely looked as if, there was some contact and probably a foul, but definitely looked like Denia Evans kind of thrusted herself forward. And
ball centered into the middle and just over the head there of Campbell and nodded down and away. We'll go across the touch line. It is out for an Ottawa University corner kick here. So with 5:45 remaining here in regulation, Ottawa with an opportunity. Corner kick coming up here. Acevedo going to center this one into the box. It's on the back post, knotted down and just wide of the post, but it took a deflection as the center official points over to the corner. And so Ottawa University with another chance here. Good header on that one, and it just must have been that deflection that ushered it out beyond the far post.
And something you talked about in the first half is, a lot of attackers, when they head the ball, they try to head it down into the ground. And Ottawa University did a good job there. They definitely had it exactly how they wanted to, but took it a deflection.
Another centering pass into the middle, down to the ground here along the far side. Nobody able to knot it towards frame in that situation. A good pressure there by Evans. Evans taking it away. Now she'll push down towards the corner. Centering pass here and some contact there, but the ball went out into the side netting. It'll go out for a goal kick. And we have a substitution here as St. Mary's tried to get it going back quickly with the restart. Stormy Garcia going to check in here. She's going to replace Acevedo. Maybe not. Going up front. Didn't see who came off in that situation. It must have been somebody back here, but another attacking player here for the Braves. As they're going to try and go for this win here. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Ball played down towards the corner. We'll roll out of bounds for a throw-in for St. Mary's. It's actually Evans, it looks like, that has come off the field again. Braves bring the ball down. Extra ball rolling out onto the field, so we'll see if we can keep play on. They will. Ottawa clears it off. Now the ball sent again towards the corner. Garcia running on, trying to get onto this one, and takes a deflection as it's sent out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for St. Mary.
That one just barely looked like it even just the slightest clip of Garcia's leg. And, fortunate for St. Mary's that they've got the ball back here in their defensive third.
Ottawa intercepts the throw, nods it forward here. Going to try and shield it, and it will be shielded as it goes across the touchline. So a goal kick coming away here for St. Mary once again. They're going to play it short. Ottawa has defenders in the area, able to come back and take it away as Velez. Nice move out there along the left side. Again, has now switched back from the right to the left. She started out there on the left, played there in the first half, moved over here to the near side in the second, now back over on the left again. Werner pushing forward. Reyna pushing it down, cutting it back. Unable to find anybody from Ottawa University, cleared off the line by St. Mary, but it's out of bounds for another OU throw. So the Braves continuing to try and push forward. They're definitely going for this with 2:35 remaining here in regulation. Trying to push forward for this victory. Throw down towards the corner. Braves will possess it. Turn it back out. Now centering pass. Nobody in the area except for St. Mary's to clear it off the line. Ottawa intercepts, nods it over. Reyna Werner going to try and bring it down. A little bit of pressure on her back. Pushes it through. Campbell with it. Campbell going to send it out wide. Pass back across and unable to direct that one towards the goal. Just kind of a little bit too wide, and another goal kick opportunity here for St. Mary.
It seemed like so far in this last 5 minutes that St. Mary's not even had it on the other side of the half. It's been in their own the entire time. Ottawa University putting a lot of pressure on them.
St. Mary just going to send a long one forward. Ottawa there to intercept, play it back. Trying to keep it in as Velez along the far side, but it just does cross over out of bounds. So the throw in here for St. Mary. St. Mary got a foot to it, but Ottawa able to get the possession here while going forward. J.C. Campbell running on here. Playing it forward in this situation. Acevedo needs a touch there, but a little bit too heavy. Played off of her, out of bounds. Another Ottawa University throw. This in a good attacking area here for the Braves. Throw down to the feet of Acevedo. She'll turn, try to make a move here. Flipping towards the sideline. Off the defender again, out of bounds for another throw in. 65 seconds remaining on the clock. Braves down in the attacking third here, trying to put all the pressure forward. Just under 1 minute remaining. Cleared out. Campbell gets a touch to it. Ball rolling free. St. Mary's coming back to try and track it down. The Braves will maintain possession. Johnson with it. She's going to play one forward here. Garcia able to have some time to bring it down. She's going to try and flick one forward. It goes off the head of the defender, but a nice job by Pletz to come off of her line to collect that. She'll punt it away. Down by the Braves. Ball is loose, takes a deflection. 20 seconds remaining. Braves going to have to turn it and go quickly here. Pass back to Good. Nice play there by Willow. Over to Warner. 10 seconds remaining. Warner cuts it back. She's got to play one long and forward here. Ottawa going to have to pull the trigger. Campbell going to take one from deep, but there's not enough there. And we have reached the end of regulation, and our score is Ottawa University 2, St. Mary's 2. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we're going to get ready for extra time. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Turn care into career with Advent Health Ottawa. Clinical, non-clinical, and professional roles are waiting for the right people, and you could be one of them while earning a minimum starting pay of $14.50 per hour. Log on to careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa today. At Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you. Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
Helpful?
very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
And welcome back here to Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. We've played 90 minutes and have decided nothing as it is tied up. University of St. Mary and Ottawa University, 2 goals apiece. Ottawa got on top early at a 1-0 lead at the half on a goal by Ashby Owen in the 39th minute. 2 goals in the early portion of the second half by St. Mary to tie and take the lead, but then a late goal by Ottawa University. More chances created in the last 10, 12 minutes there by the Braves, just unable to really put it on frame and put it in the back of the net. But they definitely had the front foot going into that last 15 minutes when they were trying to really push and go ahead and get this win.
So kind of a fun fact here is, this is my second OU soccer game that I've ever broadcasted for, and both this one and the last one were overtime games.
And it is the overtime rule, as I've understood it in the past, is we have 2 15-minute halves kind of established here where the first goal wins is what it is. It's a golden goal situation. If you go, you score, you win. If nobody scores in the 30 minutes that are allotted out here, then it does end in a draw. And each team will split the point basically in the standings. But definitely, it's fast-paced is really what it comes down to. You got 15 minutes. You do want to get the possession. You do want to work the ball around. But it can happen in an instant, and a goal can be scored quickly. And Ottawa University had the early lead, then found themselves trailing with about 30 minutes to go in the game, able to get the equalizer in the second half. But now we'll just have to see if they can get another one and go ahead and get this victory. The St. Mary's Spires already back out onto the pitch. Ottawa University still huddled up. Again, we need to mention that their starting goalkeeper, Anna Trapansky, injured there in the second half with about 20 minutes remaining. Freshman Willow Good coming in and did a fantastic job when called upon, and hasn't allowed anything, made good decisions, and obviously kept St. Mary's from scoring a winner or anything like that. And so Ottawa University able to tie it up. Looks like the Braves will start with possession here to open up our first 15-minute overtime period. Braves back out onto the field. Again, goals scored Carolina Jennerwin and Ashby Owen, the 2 goal scorers for the Braves.
As you look, as you play in an overtime game at any level, you have to put it all out on the line. Right here, this is it. It's 1 goal that will win it.
So apparently it's 2 10-minute overtime periods. I'm mistaken there. And so 10 minutes on the clock. We've started the clock here. St. Mary's intercepts the long pass, but Ottawa gets it right back, playing it forward here. St. Mary will have it taken away. Raina Warner bringing it down, trying to possess here for the Braves, and nods it out of bounds. It will go back to St. Mary.
I feel like already you can see that the players definitely looking in like a much bigger rush, trying to find that goal as quick as possible. But then also definitely saw a little bit more physicality. Some pushes on the back a little bit, which technically is illegal, but definitely seen more physicality here in this game, and I would expect to see even more.
Ball played here on the near side and just out of the reach of Velez on the run, so it goes out for a throw-in. St. Mary throwing it in now, this time towards the middle. Braves have it covered up, leaving a big space open. Pass forward here. St. Martin is taken away from her. Nice tackle there by the Ottawa University center back. Along the near side, Velez. Velez holds it up, plays it back to Campbell. Campbell tries to play her forward, but Velez was leaning the opposite direction, so the ball looked like it was too heavy of a touch. Intercepted by St. Mary. Spires along the near sideline. Pushing forward here. Werner has it played by her going down the right sideline and ushered out of bounds there by Ottawa University. Aaliyah Morris pushes that one away. Throw in here in that attacking third area for St. Mary. Long throw situation. St. Mary throws it in. Ottawa nods it down. Raina Werner possesses it a little bit, has it taken away. Here's a shot opportunity taken, and it's well up over the top of the crossbar and wide to the right.
St. Mary's almost got 3 points off of there with the field goal.
It did. It was just still wide to the right. And again, the flags atop the uprights here at Advent Health Field just sitting still, very still. No wind here this evening. Men starting to warm up along the sideline here as we will have that game. Aspie Owen back into the ball game. Got a whistle and a foul here in the middle. Contact to back of the head there. So the Braves will have the possession here, looking to play forward. Try to play it short. Bad pass there, taken away initially by St. Mary. Braves try to play it back and into a situation now where a good look and the shot is taken, but wide. Good came out off of her line a little bit, trying to make that goal appear smaller is what she's doing in that situation, not to stay back, and you can see all the net come out wide. Trigger was pulled from about 25 yards and missed well to the right.
It was kind of interesting right there as the as St. Mary's was tripped up a little bit on their way to the goal, and the referee called advantage. But then usually, as a referee, if the play ends up not turning out to be anything, they can call it back to the original foul, but they didn't.
Well, and, it got to the feet. St. Mary is able to take the shot. Maybe that's where the referee felt that didn't need to bring this one back. Brought down in the middle by the Braves. Braves pushing it over to the right side this time. Acevedo with it. Has a lot of space as St. Mary's drops back off of her. She'll push it back into the middle again, continuing to carry this ball. Not a whole lot of pressure now. St. Mary able to get a toe in there and poke it away and sending it forward. This is a lot of more direct here in this 10-minute time frame. Raina Werner going to let it roll out of bounds. Throw in here for the Braves. St. Mary steps in front of that throw. Werner tries to win it back, has it knocked away. St. Mary's pushing forward once again here. Sydney Johnson able to knock it away, but centering it out towards the middle. Ottawa able to clear it off the line. A nice job to recover. Owen with it here. Owen pass over here to Velez. Velez takes a little bit of a knock and goes down. Couldn't quite tell. Maybe got hit in the shoulder as she was cutting that back in and the defender went by. Ottawa will have a free kick here from just on the south side of midfield going to the north goal.
And hopefully Velez is okay, because you definitely don't want to see Velez coming out of this game, as she brings a lot of speed to this team. Velez has been an absolute menace all night.
Now we've got a whistle and the official talking to the St. Mary coach on the far side. Now we'll restart as the Braves were trying to go with a short restart. Now Raina Werner looks like she's going to send one down. St. Mary's knocks it down, able to bring it down to their feet along the left side, out towards midfield, trying to send it into a little bit of space. Poor touch. The Braves knock that one away. Now the Braves trying to regain possession at midfield. They will. Pushing it out to the right side. Braves pushing forward. Ball centered in. Velez trying to battle for it. She wins it there momentarily. The ball flicks over the last defender. Coming out to pick it up is Pletz, the goalkeeper. Nice job there to come up and knock that ball down, not allow it to get too bounding by Morris. Ball played forward. Good coming out off of her line. and she'll come pick it up. And then again, another great decision and quickly made by the freshman goalkeeper for the Braves to come out off of her line. Ball sent over here to the near side. Looked like a little bit of a miss hit on the punt, but it turned out to be perfect. Raina Werner with it now. She's going to push the defender. Now she's going to send it down towards the left corner to Garcia. She'll be able to track that down. She's going to set it up, try to center a pass in. Ottawa unable to get ahead to it, but the ball out into space. The Braves are going to be able to run this one down once again. Now from the right side, trying to push towards the goal. We've got a whistle and a foul, and this is going to go against Ottawa University. That looked like a defender shielding and an offensive player trying to just work around them, but maybe had too much hands around the waist or something like that that we couldn't see from our vantage point, and the foul will be called against the Braves.
Sometimes whenever there's a foul and it tends to be really just even both ways, you know, you can tell that they're both getting hands all over each other. Usually they'll call it towards the defense, and I think that's what the referee was doing right there.
Defense definitely had the ball at their feet and had the advantage with the offensive player behind them. Now a giveaway in a tough situation, but Obens has it taken away from her. St. Mary's trying to push it forward out to the far left side. Braves need to get some defenders back to them. They're rushing back in. Ball out at the top of the key. Werner pokes it away momentarily. Now we'll just take it away, start to push forward once again. Again, this ability, Raina Werner, defender for the Braves, when she comes and is able to push forward, really creates some space and gets Ottawa out on the front foot once again. Braves will play it back here as they're going to possess with just over 2 minutes remaining. All brought down in the middle. Braves still with possession here. Out to Warner here along the near side. Raina will play it back once again to Morris. Morris pushing it forward for the Braves. Velez centering pass finds Owens and is spinning awkwardly there. Toe poked away by St. Mary. It'll go out for an Ottawa University throw. So the Braves pushing forward here. 1:45 remaining in this first overtime period. Les tried to push it to the corner of the run there by Owen. She took off towards the center, and it'll roll out for a St. Mary's throw. Substitutions on the far side for the University of St. Mary. Clock continues to run in this 10 minutes. Very rarely will it stop. Has to be quite an injury for it to stop, really. I think that's about the only time it does, unless there's a caution as well.
They also will stop it occasionally for goals.
Yeah, quite possible. Well, and if a goal is scored in this situation, the ball game comes to an end, so it would automatically stop. Braves with a throw in down in their attacking third, centering pass is deflected. It goes out of bounds, and another throw in here for the Braves. 45 seconds remaining. Raina Werner looking to throw it to the corner to Velez. Velez trying to make a turn here, and a little bit of a heavy touch rolls off of her foot, will go out of bounds, and a goal kick coming away for St. Mary. So with 30 seconds remaining, St. Mary is either going to have to try and push it quickly. They're going to play a short goal kick here, try to switch the field. They're unable to get it much past 35, 40 yards away from goal, but Ottawa unable to possess and get anything pushing forward. 15 seconds remaining. Ottawa will get possession once again. We come to 10 seconds. Going to go more direct here. Try and push it in at St. Mary's. They're able to clear it off the line. 5 seconds remaining. And sent forward by the Braves. But we have reached the end of the first 10-minute period. So we will take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we will get ready for Golden Goal period number 2. After 100 minutes, it is the University of St. Mary 2, Ottawa University 2. Back in 60, you're listening to Ottawa Braves Soccer on 1220 KOFO.
Work out your stress and get back to feeling great at Planet Fitness. Join the judgment-free zone today for $10 a month and get tons of cardio and strength equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. With free fitness training and plenty of room to move, you can go at your own pace and get back to a routine that works for you, all for just $10 a month. Plus, check out the crowd meter in our free PF app for the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join any of our 2,000 plus locations today, in club, online, or on the app. See club for details.
Did you know a fire department responds to a fire every 24 seconds? First Alert is reminding you to be prepared by installing smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in each bedroom of your home. Don't forget to add First Alert fire extinguishers on every level and in common spaces like the kitchen, and know how to use them. Protect your whole home with safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com and Lowe's stores today.
Back here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University, Luke Queen alongside Chris Hansen here as we get ready for the second sudden death overtime golden goal period here, tied at 2. First team to score here in this overtime period will be victorious. And so we played 100 minutes of soccer and still nothing is decided. A couple goals by each side in this. Overtime periods are always a little bit more stressful. You're trying to get that winner. We don't have the time to build up. Mistakes can be magnified in this situation, so you're trying to avoid against that as well. But 10 minutes away from a decision in this one as to whether it will be Ottawa University or St. Mary getting the victory. In Ottawa 1-0 in the conference, sitting in second place with that 1-0 record, trying to go to 2-0 to keep themselves up there. St. Mary's 1-2, trying to even themselves out at 2-2 in KCAC play. So a lot at stake here in this 10-minute period, this second 10-minute golden goal period.
Something interesting is, now they've played 100 minutes of soccer, and fatigue has definitely set in. You can tell a lot of the players are tired. But now with it being in overtime and now double overtime, it just becomes about who wants it most. If Ottawa University, if they want it most, they continue to pressure the ball, give up full energy, they put themselves at a great chance of being able to win this game and take home all the points.
So St. Mary's starts with the opening kick here in this second overtime period. They will, again, as in soccer, you have to play it back. St. Mary's plays it back, pass being forward here, stepped in, taken away there by Raina Werner. She'll win the second one and pushing forward down the left sideline. Gets past the right back initially, tries to cut it back, loses possession there. Raina continues to fight along that sideline. Again, as you said, there's a little bit more arms being extended here and a little bit more physicality going on, but that is the spot where you are in this game as both teams are wanting to get the points here this evening, wanting to get the victory. And we expect a fun one for this last 9:20. St. Mary's sending it forward, pushing it through. Good. No problem with that one. She was ready for that. She was back at about the 6 and just stepped forward to scoop that one up as it was played forward.
And it's good to see the Ottawa University right there. They finally made the correction. They've had several of those through balls that have ended up being one-on-ones, and that that's how both of the St. Mary goals came. But right there, Ottawa makes the correction and is able to get it stopped.
Stormy Garcia centering pass, deflected into the air. Velez sends it back forward again. It's a cross. Pletz comes off her line well outside the goal mouth there to cover that one up from going over the touch line. Looks like she's trying to get to those so she can punt them away, not let Ottawa's defense get back and get set up like it does on a goal kick. Play outside Acevedo, intercepted, sent forward. St. Mary going to keep it in play. They're going to center it in. Johnson trying to gain possession there in the middle, pokes it away from the attacking player for the Spires. St. Mary maintains the possession as they send it out wide to the right. Now playing it back. Centering pass in. Ball hits the turf, bound up into the air. Ottawa will clear it off the line, but straight out to the left, out of bounds. And so another throw in here for St. Mary. Spires throwing it in here, trying to get a flick towards the middle of the goal. Ball is just bounding down there, played back out. Nobody able to clear it away yet. St. Mary going to take the shot. Willow Good once again, easy with the hands there. She just picks that one away. Going to throw it out wide to the near side here. Ottawa going to try and push forward in this situation, try to get a little bit of a run as St. Mary's is crawling back, trying to cover up defensively. Spires do a good job of getting back and slowing the pace of Ottawa down there. Garcia Passing across Owen. Owen has it poked away, tries to win it back here, able to do so. Plays it back once again. Braves again trying to push forward, and the ball that time bounds up and catches in the air. Now quick restart attempt there by St. Mary. Ball was still moving, so have to get it to stop. The referee blows the whistle and asks for the replay. .650 remaining here. We will either have a decision or we will stay in a draw. Long ball knotted away by Ottawa. Flick forward there by Acevedo. Bounding into the middle. Won by Ottawa University initially. A nice job to step away and clear some space. Trying to play it out wide. Warner trying to keep it in play. She will as she sprints down that left sideline. Has it knocked away from her momentarily. Gets it right back. Centering pass into the top of the box. Flicked over. Ottawa with an opportunity here as Acevedo tries the left-footed shot, but partially blocked and deflected. Johnson knocks it away. Ball sent forward here. Ottawa backing up defensively. They're going to play it wisely wide and out of play as St. Martin again is up there running hard. 2 goals already tonight. And it's kind of in that same situation. A little bit of a breakout, a little bit of a counter is how St. Mary had gotten their goals, and Ottawa doing a much better job of defending it here, especially in the overtime periods. War touch by Ottawa, ball flicked on, and Good is there and calls the defender off, takes control of it herself, gets it with her hands, and she'll be able to punt this thing forward, see if can get Ottawa a little bit of a run out. Ball up in the middle. St. Mary's gets a foot to it first. Tapped into space. Warner trying to recover here. Has 2 St. Mary's Spires running with her. So she'll just clear it out. Again, that fatigue that you talked about, Chris, you can see it in certain situations. After you have a strong push forward, it's tough to recover and get back. Halfway through this second overtime period here, St. Mary's with the long throw in. Ottawa deflects. It goes out, and this will be a corner kick opportunity here for St. Mary.
If you're St. Mary, this is definitely what you want, but Ottawa University, they need to get the first touch on this ball and get it out of here. You can't mess around, especially not right now in overtime. 1 goal and you're done.
Ottawa is sending everybody except for one back in to defend in this situation. St. Mary's leaving a few people out, not sending everybody forward looking for the goal. Centering pass in, ball up in the air, knocked down by the Braves. The rebound shot is well up over the top of the crossbar, and Denai Evans is going to check back in here as the Braves have earned a goal kick.
Only 4 minutes to play, and Ottawa University really raising the intensity up now. And also Willow Gold continuing to keep a clean sheet. Let's see if she can do that for the next 4 minutes. And also let's see if the Ottawa University Braves can find themselves a goal and ultimately a win.
Goal kick comes away. Acevedo trying to bring it down here along the near sideline, unable to control it. So to go out for a St. Mary throw. Spires bringing it down, trying to play a little bit more possession with the feet here. Going to try and build out of the back. Braves going to try and apply some pressure. Intercepted. Braves going to bring it down. Velez trying to get out into space. Defender running with her. And a lot of contact here and a whistle. No whistle. Yeah, there is a whistle, but I have yet to see. There was a lot of standing around, kind of a stop for a moment there. There was not a whistle. I thought I heard something there that sounded like it, but Ottawa will maintain possession here. Ottawa sending it down the far side towards the corner. Centering pass coming in, but nobody there for the Braves. And it was across the end line, so it'll be a goal kick coming out for St. Mary.
I feel like right now, if you're St. Mary, if they pull a tie out of this, they have to be pretty satisfied, as Ottawa University has definitely looked like the most dominant team out there. They've maintained the most possession. They've had the most chances. It just seems like they haven't been able to find that result of a goal very often, other than the 2 times that they did.
Ball played over towards the corner, might be a little bit heavy. Acevedo trying to run this down. She won't be able to get there in time, and it goes out for another St. Mary goal kick. This is an opportunity here for the Braves. Is this goal kick, you rarely see them at this level that are going to clear midfield, so they can kind of push up, try and win this in the air, and at least send it back into the mix, try and get something going. Ball played forward down the left side by St. Mary, running on. Good defending there by Johnson, slowing that up. St. Mary gets a turn towards the corner now, towards the touchline, and good help coming in to knock it away there by the Braves. It's going to go out for another corner kick, though, here for St. Mary. An opportunity here for the Spires to maybe send an in-swinger in. We'll see if Willow Good is ready to go for it. Again, the Braves sending all but one back into the box to defend. Far post, headed down, ball on the ground, and the shot is wide. Good came out there trying to go get it. She was smothering it. I think she had that attacker covered up there, and the turn and shot was too wide. We have 60 seconds remaining here as Good will place this down. Looks to send this one away. Driven forward. One in the air initially by St. Mary, but the Braves trying to bring it down here. Battle in the midfield. Ball sent way back up in the air once again. Ball bounding down on the ground. The player's tied up here, and a whistle and a foul is going to go against St. Mary. So with 35 seconds to go, the Braves can move this thing forward here. They're going to go quickly. Ball knotted down towards the middle, and a shot was taken there on the half volley, but Blights comes up with it. She's going to try and punt it, go quickly the other way. Ottawa letting it bounce and try and bringing it down. It's usually better in that situation to go get it in the air. Ottawa plays back out. Ball intercepted here by the Braves. 6 seconds remaining. Sent forward here. Last gasp for Ottawa. It's going to be Garcia. Centering pass and deflected out of bounds. And we've got a whistle here. And that will be the final as we have reached the end of it. The whistle was for the final. And so the final score here in the women's contest is Ottawa University 2, St. Mary's 2. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back to wrap it up. We'll talk to you soon. We're here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University for Ottawa University Braves soccer here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches, weakness, or discomfort in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, and B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live your life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com.
Work out your stress and get back to feeling great at Planet Fitness. Join the judgment-free zone today for $10 a month and get tons of cardio and strength equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. With free fitness training and plenty of room to move, you can go at your own pace and get back to a routine that works for you, all for just $10 a month. Plus, check out the crowd meter in our free PF app for the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join any of our 2,000-plus locations today, in club, online, or on the app. See club for details.
And back here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University, Luke Queen alongside Chris Hansen and the Ottawa University Braves women's soccer team earns a draw against the University of St. Mary's Spires, final 2-2. Ottawa got on the board first in the first half. Ashby Owens with a goal in the 39th minute. Ottawa held the 1-0 lead at the halftime intermission. Katie St. Martin for St. Mary's tied it up in the 49th minute as on a goal assisted by Carly Inhart. And then again in the 58th minute, it was Katie St. Martin getting free, a one-on-one situation, and able to slide it in for her second goal to give St. Mary a 2-1 lead with just over a half hour remaining in the game. In the 75th minute, Ottawa Carolina Generalin poked one in to tie things up, and that is where we stayed through regulation and 2 10-minute overtime periods and ending up in a draw. Chris, Ottawa had opportunities that created some chances. St. Mary actually produced 20 shots, 12 on goal. The Braves 15 shots, 10 on goal. But it seemed like some of the Braves' opportunities were there. There were maybe a little bit more dangerous shots on goal. They weren't quite the ones that were so easily handled as the shots that St. Mary's were getting off.
In my opinion, it seemed like the Braves, they had possession in St. Mary's side of the field much more often than St. Mary's had possession in the Braves side of the field. And it felt like the Braves the entire time, they were dancing around with balls that maybe they just didn't take enough shots throughout the game, but they were definitely creating some good chances. Just unfortunate they couldn't capitalize more than the 2 times that they did. Now, definitely nothing to be frustrated about. Coach Miles probably pretty happy with the performance because the Braves, they played well. But at the end of the day, it is frustrating to not take home a win in a game that you definitely looked like the more dominant team.
Absolutely. They played well. 110 minutes and a tie score is what we end up with. So here it was Ottawa University 2, the University of St. Mary 2. We're going to take a break. We're going to send it back to the studio, get some news and some other things going on, and we will be back to join you for the men's contest, which is going to go off in about 25 to 27 minutes somewhere, and we will bring you the action from there. But for now, we're going to sign off from here at Advent Health Field. For Chris Hansen, I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves Soccer on